Gonçalo, rega a mesa, ele come constantemente, é incrível. De manhã à noite nunca passa para apetite, é insaciável. É verdade, ele engole tortas, bolos, pizzas, massas, batatas fritas e toneladas de arroz. Ele não deixa nada no prato, ele é um verdadeiro ovo sem dúvida. A família dele está preocupada, mas ele não quer saber. Para ele comer é um verdadeiro prazer. Ele só pensa nisso de manhã à noite e ele não consegue parar, mesmo que seu estômago doa. Engole tortas, bolos, pizzas, massas, batatas fritas e toneladas de arroz. Ele não deixa nada no prato, ele é um verdadeiro ovo sem dúvida. Um dia ele vai ao médico porque não se sente bem. O médico diz que ele precisa mudar seus hábitos alimentares. Caso contrário, ele terá sérios problemas de saúde. Engole tortas, bolos, pizzas, massas, batatas fritas e toneladas de arroz. Ele não deixa nada no prato, ele é um verdadeiro ovo sem dúvida. A família dele está preocupada, mas ele não quer saber. Para ele comer é um verdadeiro prazer. Ele só pensa nisso de manhã à noite e ele não consegue parar, mesmo que seu estômago doa. Ele engole e vai ao médico porque não se sente bem. O médico diz que ele precisa mudar seus hábitos alimentares. Caso contrário, ele terá sérios problemas de saúde. Gonçalo segue o conselho do médico. Ele começa a comer alimentos saudáveis e balanceados. Ele se sente muito melhor, está mais feliz do que nunca. Ele finalmente entendeu que precisava mudar seus hábitos. Batatas fritas e toneladas de arroz. Ele não deixa nada no prato, ele é um verdadeiro ovo sem dúvida. Um dia ele vai ao médico porque não se sente bem. O médico diz que ele precisa mudar seus hábitos alimentares. Caso contrário, ele terá sérios problemas de saúde. Gonçalo decide seguir o conselho do médico. Ele começa a comer alimentos saudáveis e balanceados. Ele se sente muito melhor e está mais feliz do que nunca. Ele finalmente entendeu que precisava mudar seus hábitos. Gonçalo, rega a mesa, ele come constantemente, é incrível. De manhã à noite nunca passa para apetite, é insaciável. É verdade, ele engole tortas, bolos, pizzas, massas, batatas fritas e toneladas de arroz. Ele não deixa nada no prato, ele é um verdadeiro ovo sem dúvida. A família dele está preocupada, mas ele não quer saber. Para ele comer é um verdadeiro prazer. Ele só pensa nisso de manhã à noite e ele não consegue parar, mesmo que seu estômago doa. Engole tortas, bolos, pizzas, massas, batatas fritas e toneladas de arroz. Ele não deixa nada no prato, ele é um verdadeiro ovo sem dúvida. Um dia ele vai ao médico porque não se sente bem. O médico diz que ele precisa mudar seus hábitos alimentares. Caso contrário, ele terá sérios problemas de saúde. Engole tortas, bolos, pizzas, massas, batatas fritas e toneladas de arroz. Ele não deixa nada no prato, ele é um verdadeiro ovo sem dúvida.
Hi guys, welcome back to another live stream. I hope you all had an amazing day. So today we are going to be talking about the harsh truth, like always, and every single week, at the beginning of the week more like it, we always talk about the truth in nothing but the truth, the harsh truth. You don't like it, I don't give a shit, because the truth, it will always prevail and be the truth. So welcome to the stream, welcome guys. As I said before we get into the content, don't forget to follow me on Kick. We're trying to reach 800 followers. Not only that, we're trying to get verified, so don't forget to participate in the chat, watch the stream, or drop a sub so we can one step closer towards the verification on Cake. We do stream at the same time on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're trying to reach 100 subs. We're currently at 87 subscribers, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Go check out the additional content I give to you guys on other social media, so don't forget to follow me and enjoy all the content. Big thank you for the affiliation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get on with the stream. As always, we always going to react to our good old friend Myron and Riyadh. So don't forget to sub to their channels. As always, I mean, you know this shit, bro. We're gonna talk about the war, give a little updates on what happened. And not just the war. Today I think it would be something very special, is to talk about why China. I was watching this stream, or this video more like it, and I thought it was a very well interesting if I could inform you guys when it comes to China, what is becoming a power, a global power, and I thought it could be very interesting. So not only that, we're going to give you guys information when it comes to the updates of the war, the assassination, and also the why China is who it is today. Very excited.
Apparently this
Very excited.
Love Roblox?
No, I don't. Dog shit game. No, thank you. No, thank you. Let's be honest. Roblox is for fucking woke people. Let's be honest.
Let's take a
point. Think about it.
Said you would.
And children, of course, So, let's go into the updates on the war. Very excited. A lot of things. A lot of things happen, of course. Bombardments and so goes on. Strait of Hormuz still closed. We're gonna check out, of course, the oil price, like always. But the most important thing I would say in the stream is how China is China today, how they become a powerhouse, and how they keep becoming a powerhouse as we keep going towards the future more and more. That's, I'd say, the most important thing. But let's go. Updates on the war.
weirdo is talking about me. So let's see here. This guy's name is Nuaxendor, whatever the his name is. Let's see here. Y'all want me to cook this guy? Let's see.
Look at this guy. All right, about this guy. Anyway, moving on to more exciting and important things. All right, we got.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Exciting and more important things.
We got to talk about this guy.
Who's right about you?
So anyway, this guy apparently was just having a conversation with Tectone. I was told I needed to react to a little segment of it.
We don't have any. Only the president has control, and like you got to put the best person in play for foreign policy.
Well, Nux Taco, I give you full
Those are bad. Like that's like too. Like you know, there's like idiotic guys that like support the state of it. That are Muslims or Arabs or whatever, like those guys are idiots.
Morons
so like, you know,
everywhere.
There's like Arab Zionists too. Like, bro, like there's no. I'm not a like. They're bad. Like that's so, like,
not all.
Like you know what I mean? Yeah, of course it's not all the, but it's always the. Okay.
True. It's not
guy,
all of them, but it's always
I've never heard of this channel in my life. Is this guy like a progressive, like a no-face progressive commentary channel? Do any of you guys know who this dude is? He's a.
Every single time, every single crime, every
So is that, bro? He's right, bro. Like, it's not all the Jews, it's always the Jews. He's right, bro. I'm sorry, but he's right. He's right, bro.
Okay, so so basically you guys are saying he's a Jew anime channel. He's a Jewish dude that runs an anime channel. Why the is he commenting on politics then? Anyway, let's see. Like, because let me be clear about.
Hitler was right about you, but not all of you.
There's like Arab Zionists that are retards.
Yeah. Anyway, so all right. What's this?
Trolling like you gotta. All right, let me deal with this first. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, chat. I'm gonna debunk all of his lies one by one. Okay, you guys ready to watch me cook this dreidel spinning? So okay.
Wait a minute. I just noticed. Wait a second, guys. I have to show you. This is important. I say this because it's funny to me. For you guys, I don't know, but to me, it's pretty funny. Okay, this go there. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna rearrange everything since again, I'm gonna put it on the bottom left because you know, Myron, we need to see your face, your beautiful face. We cannot. We have to see those reactions. So there's a censor box right there. So he has the book again. The special book. Mein Kampf. He has Mein Kampf right there, 100%. Why would it be censored?
Let's go with this first thing. Arab Zionists that are
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so all right. What's this?
trolling like you gotta put the best person in play for foreign policy.
Well, Nux Taco, I give you full consent to react to this and upload it on your channel. I would love to know your thoughts on this, Nux. Really, really good.
Oh, thank you, bald man. Anyway, all right. Let's see what this actual segment is. This was the segment I was told
Okay, where's the one he said some shit about all of that? Like that's retarded.
right about you, but not all of you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because let me be clear about.
Hitler was right about you, but not all of you.
Okay, let's talk about that because Louis Theroux asked me made the same exact claim, right? Let's go through this. When I went on that legendary rant and I said Hitler was right about y'all, right? What I was referring to, okay, was the concept of what's called world Jewry. What is world Jewry? World Jewry is basically the concept where people who are a diaspora race, okay, they're an ethnic religion because you can be who's Muslim or Christian or practice Judaism because it is an ethnicity. It's an ethno religion, okay? So since they've been kicked out of so many different civilizations, 100 plus, 109, right? They've never really had a homeland. It wasn't until 1948 that they finally had their own homeland, which is now. But leading up to that, they've always been a displaced people. So they had to learn early on to work together, okay? I'll give you guys a perfect example. Randy Fine admitted on Tim Pool a couple of days ago that he didn't go to until what? Until he got into politics, right? Why? Because own Congress. He thought that would make him have more credibility. No, it didn't. It proved what I've been saying forever. Run America and Congress. You didn't even go to Israel until you became a politician. And then on top of that, since you've went to, you've been posting a significant amount of pro content with a flag in your office. You are an American politician with dual allegiance, and that dual allegiance came after you became a politician and went to Israel. Why? I'll tell you why. Because the Jews have a strong affinity and tie to Israel. Because they are an ostracized group of people who have been displaced, murdered, attacked, marginalized. I'm not arguing that weren't victims and that atrocity didn't happen. I'm not saying that.
True.
But what I am saying is
That's
that
true.
trauma made them the way that they are now. And this is where the concept of world Jewry comes.
100%.
And it's simply
That
this.
is true.
Use their power and influence in their host country to aid and support
I'm sorry.
other all across the world. And now that we have the state of it, that is now done via supporting regardless of where they come from, okay? This is why most Americans that are Zionists typically will put it first. This is precisely why Ben Shapiro is getting cooked right now. Because as a right-wing American political commentator, after October 7th, the mask came off. And we also saw what he really cares about. It is okay? Now, this is a conversation that's been forbidden for a very long time. But thanks to October 7th and the mass awakening and TikTok and Twitter, people got to see where their tax dollars really go. Where do they go? They go to a bloodthirsty, insane military infrastructure that represents the state of Israel. They dropped bombs on babies. They did a genocide in 4K,
Yep.
okay? We saw kids
Yep,
getting
everyone saw that.
annihilated. We saw the
Everyone saw this
heartbreaking
shit.
story of Hind Rajab, where she was sitting in a car and a tank
Oh,
fired
no,
on her and her
please,
family.
no. I don't want to hear this shit again, bro. When I heard that, I was like, cannot believe, bro. Couldn't believe what I've heard. Because there's no way to see it, right? It's only the audio. When I heard that story, I was like, and like the audio of the actually phone calls and shit, I was in shock. I just couldn't believe the fact that Israel has the audacity to do that. I can't, like, they really didn't want to go to war or anything like that. They just want to be a representation. Ah, it's very funny. They want to have a representation and you all decide to kill and destroy everything. It's very funny, isn't it? How what happened to you, you're making sure that it happens to everybody else, huh? Fucking Jews. Jesus Christ, Zionist pieces of shit.
And as she was sitting there bleeding out talking to 911, the operator asked her, hey, keep talking to me. And she said, I want to talk to you, but every time I talk, blood comes out of my mouth and I don't want my mom to be mad at me for making a mess. It was a
That's
heartbreaking
so
call. It's one of the
fucking
most disturbing things I've ever
heartbreaking,
listened to. But this is what I'm talking about. World
is the
Jury
worst
has put the
thing ever
IDF in a
heard.
position to
That's
do
for
the
me too.
atrocities they do. They face no real consequences internationally with the UN because we cover for them. They get aid from us. They're able to conduct horrible things all across the Middle East with almost no consequence. And the only
Yeah,
reason
no.
they're able to do this is because of World Jury. We have wealthy, influential in America. We have them in Australia. They're in Canada. They're all over the fucking world. And they almost always, not all, but they almost always have more allegiance to the state of and their people than the host nation. And this is precisely why they have been kicked out of so many different places. Now, back to this anime who clearly doesn't know anything. When I said Hitler was right about y'all, what I was referring to is that they practice World Jury, they run the banks, they run the media, they run
Yep.
all the main infrastructure.
They run pretty much all the market and everything. They almost run everything. So if they want, they can stop and destroy everything. That's the problem. That's a big
their
problem.
host country. And with that power and influence, they utilize that to benefit one another. This is why they hire their own. That's why there's a saying, if you one makes money, 10 make money. It's actually a very impressive feat. You guys know me. I give credit where it's due. I've praised the Mossad for being one of the best intelligence agencies ever, despite the fact that I disagree with them. They are good at what they do. And I also give credit and say that the Jews stick together. And this is why they're not extinct. But that does not change the fact that World Jury is really real. And for all the idiots that want to sit there and call me an anti-Semite, I got receipts as always.
Every single time.
Every single time. Every single way.
Every single hour. Every single day. Every single night.
Yeah, I did not make this up. For every that comes and says, this is an anti-Semitic rant, Myron. What the is this?
Wait, I didn't know this was a thing. I know that they just rule everything. So is there a community and the organization according to this the World Jewish Congress main proposed act of diplomacy arm of the church. Why does this exist? Wait, what? Wait a minute. Huh? Why is this a thing? I cannot believe what I'm looking at. So they're here in Brussels as well. I cannot believe this. I didn't know about this actually. I did not know about this.
What the fuck is this? They put it in our faces. Pause. You want more receipts? They run this country?
Every single time.
Well, I guess it looks like they run also fucking Belgium from what it looks like. What the fuck?
Every single crime. Every single lie. Every single hour. Every single day. Every single night.
96% of our black candidates won their oh, bro, come on, bro.
You don't have to yell, bro. I'm here.
No, I'm just reacting to the amount of bullshit that everyone's getting put into, and the truth is in front of everybody, but that nobody sees it. They're just Jew people. They're Jews, you know, the usual. It's always them, pretty much. So I'm giving you. Should be able to give you that. Dude.
I can see. Don't worry. I see.
So it's always just Jewish.
Hard to believe it's the whole forest
I
of
like
one
it.
tree and it's
It's
How
like
many more receipts do I need? And I was the first person to discover this and put this out on social media, by the way. 96% of AIPAC-backed candidates won their general election race in 2024. And they have the World Congress. So,
By the way, they have this in Belgium, by the way. This is in Belgium. No wonder our country's fucked. our country. I'm Portuguese, but still, like, I live here. This is my country. Because I have my business. I have I live here. So I have my life here, pretty much.
I see.
No fucking wonder New York is a fucking mess, but Belgium is the same shit. No fucking wonder. Paris, no wonder France is a fucking mess as well. Bro, what the fuck?
To this here, who clearly doesn't understand what I'm saying, okay?
Bruh.
That's what I'm referring to when I said Hitler was right about y'all niggas. And I have the receipts right here of them using their influence internationally to push the pro-Zionist, pro-agenda. All right, there's like
Same shit here,
Arab
it looks
Zionists
like.
that are retard.
Yeah. Anyway, so all right, what's this?
Trolling like you gotta. So once again, where's the lie? Okay, so Hitler was right, and I'm right too, because almost 100 years later, what are the Jews doing now? They own big tech, they own pornography, they run Hollywood, they run the social media companies, they run.
They legit run every backing and every influence media, every single one, or most of them. So yeah, it's scary to say this, and it's horrible to say this, but he was right. Unfortunately, but it is true. The truth is literally in front of everyone. You can go on the internet and you can just find it out, bro.
Finance. All the founders of BlackRock are the heads of almost every Ivy League school in the United States are Jews. Like, how much more proof do we need? And Hitler noticed this almost 100 years ago. And before him, the real was Henry Ford, where he made a book called The International, which Hitler drew a lot of his thoughts from. We got to give credit to the original OG, Henry Ford. But they were both correct. Put the best person in play for foreign policy.
Well, Nux Taco, I give you full consent to react to this and upload it on your channel. I would love to know your thoughts on this, Nux. Really, really good.
Oh, thank you, Bald Man. Anyway, all right, let's see what this actual segment is. This was the segment I was told to react to about 10 minutes over here, where he basically says that the Iran war is like secretly the Jews convinced Trump to bomb Iran or something. All right, so lock in, everybody. Here we go. We got to address the drama.
So I get it.
The
But
drama is,
you know,
it's not drama, it's the truth.
And I totally understand
Let's
that.
be honest
but I do
here.
think
It's
that
the fucking truth of this one.
And I wish more Americans like understood Middle Eastern foreign policy and understood like what's
True.
really going on
True.
over there in the Middle East. And a lot of
True.
it, right, is like Jew propaganda, dude. Like, there's been
The Jew propaganda of the mass genocide of Christians across like every Middle Eastern country aside from
like an insane. You guys just did a genocide now.
What? Oh, huh? Why did I just... Okay, I need to hear it. I need to hear it.
There's been
the Jew propaganda of the mass genocide of Christians across like every Middle Eastern country aside from
like an insane.
What are you on about?
I wasn't even paying attention and I feel like I heard something wrong.
Because it is wrong.
The Middle East, and
But,
a lot of it, right, is-
okay, I'm gonna hear again just to make sure that what I heard was like exactly what I'm thinking of.
it's like Jew propaganda.
I
dude.
need to make sure
there's been-
before I say dumb shit.
the Jew propaganda of the mass genocide of Christians across like every Middle Eastern country aside from
like an
Okay, that's clearly not true. And second of all, I wouldn't say they want mass genocide of Christians. It's just, I think the Middle East is fucking tired when people, Christian people, when it comes to Europe and America, put their fucking foot in the Middle East. And we create chaos everywhere, wars everywhere. I think it's kind of understandable when you see their position, don't you think? Yes, America is Christian, Europe is what? Christian. It's not Jew, there's no Jews here. What the fuck? Europe is Christian. Now I don't know. Because from what it looks like, we're all getting controlled by the Jews at this point, so... But Europe is supposed to be Christian, and same thing as America. They're Christian. It's Christian. So when you stupid fucking Jews, when it's fucking Israel creating chaos and going to war with every single fucking country in the Middle East, what do you think that the whole Middle East are gonna say when we put our foot in the middle of the fucking conflict and creating chaos everywhere because of you, Israel, because of the Jews? I think it's kind of understand why they don't like us. It's like, for example, somebody uses someone else to attack me. Why would I not be pissed at the guy that attacked me? It's stupid. Of course I'm gonna be mad. Of course I'm gonna retaliate. Of course I'm gonna be pissed. It's called common sense. It's called logic. If someone attacks me, I'm gonna be pissed and I'm gonna do shit. It's gonna, like, come on.
Good to know.
I can see that this guy is retarded. This stupid VTuber looking ass shit he's retarded. I'm sorry. Like, well, the only thing that Israel's been doing is fucking somehow, don't know how, brainwashing the whole Christianity that we have here on the side of the world, Europe and America, and creating conflict between everyone and going to war with everyone for no reason. Because, I mean, for no reason. There's only one reason. Because Israel's benefit. Let's be honest here. That's all there is to it. But, you know, this guy's retarded. You can clearly see.
Insane. You guys just did a genocide now.
And then there's this, bro. You literally did a fucking genocide, bruh. Bruh.
There have been wars over religion for thousands of years. You guys did a genocide in 2023. Up until now, they are not the same. What? Push from we live in a modern society. You go like 400 years back, colonizing and killing. The Zionist lobby to push like anti-Muslim propaganda and be like, oh yeah.
You know, honestly, people would really like Muslims a lot more if they would stop killing people all the time.
Look at the recent October.
But they didn't. That's the thing. They didn't. Bro, Muslims were tired of. Like I get to the point where we get tired of saying the same shit non-stop, but you have to keep going because these people fucking don't listen. Muslim people were fucking tired when there was Jew people, and not just Jews. Also Americans and Europeans putting their foot in the middle of the fucking conflicts there is there, and creating a bunch of fucking chaos everywhere. That's why Muslim countries in the Middle East were tired of us, because we keep putting our foot where we're not supposed to be. That's the problem. That's literally the problem. We are trying to be the global police force for no reason, because we don't understand what's going on in the Middle East. We're not Muslims. We're not people from the Middle East. Why would we all put our foot there in the first place? We should never have done that. By doing that, now we have the problems we have now. So this guy right here is a retard. Not Myron on the top right, the top left. I'm talking about this VTuber looking ass. Ugly ass fucking VTuber, by the way. I think he's fucking ugly, let's be honest. Jesus Christ. Probably as equal as ugly in real life. But as I was saying, bro, Muslims never wanted to kill us. They never wanted to have problems with us. The problem is, all of you fucking Israelis, the Jews, created problems with other Muslim countries in the Middle East, and we had to intervene before chaos was everywhere. And by us intervening, Muslims were pissed at us. Well, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that would happen? Bro, this guy's retarded. He knows nothing, clearly.
I'm not trying to be controversial or anything, all right? But I feel like the best way to stop Islamophobia.
Muslims never wanted to kill us. Never. We were always in peace with one another. The problem was you guys, the fucking Jews, Zionists, Israel. You all were the problem. You decided to create conflict and create chaos on the whole Middle East for no fucking reason. And then we had to put our foot down and say, hey, let's calm the fuck down. And by doing this, we pissed the Muslims off, and now they don't like us. It was never, they never wanted to kill us. The problem is all of you. Fucking Jews, the Zionists, Israel. You all are the problem.
Is if the Muslims stop killing people.
And the fucking history line just proves it, bro. Like, go on the internet. You can only connect the dots. Like, bro, I'm someone that hates talking about geopolitics and politics. But when I see people lying, you have to have knowledge, at least when it comes to politics and geopolitics, so you can shut these stupid ass retards ass up and stop brainwashing everyone and lying to everyone. Because this guy is clearly a liar.
Okay, who's killed more people, Hamas or the IDF? Who's killed more people, Hezbollah or the IDF? What is this guy talking about? Went to war with 7 different countries after October 7th, dude.
And then there's this, bro. You literally went to war with everyone. It's fucking stupid. fucking retarded. You went to war with everyone. We had to step in to make things calm down. And by making things calm down, we took a side of Israel. And no wonder the Muslims are going to be pissed. No fucking wonder. You all attacked everyone. We decided to take your side for some reason. How do you think they are going to fucking feel? Of course they're going to feel betrayed. And they're not going to like us anymore. It makes sense. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, kill their own people. It's like, see, this is the problem. He'll sit there and be like, oh yeah, Muslims are violent, bro. They start the story in the middle. They start it where the
If Israel and the Jews and the Zionists never done what they've done, there'd be no problems with everyone. No one. Like, literally, there would have been no problems with no one. Muslims would have been done nothing. They would be in their country, in their respectful countries, done their thing. But for some reason, Israel and the Jews, the Zionists, decide to touch and go to war with a bunch of countries, like a bunch of fucking retards. And then no wonder they want to fucking hurt you. No fucking wonder.
Arabs punch them in the face.
Like if you punch someone in the face, you expect that person to punch you back, bro. It's called common sense. It's called defending yourself. If you go to war with 7 different countries, what do you expect? The world is gonna say, you know what? Israel, you're right. No, of course not. No one's on your side, bro. No one. Stupid.
Oy vey, I'm a victim. But they don't talk to you about everything that led up to that. They don't talk about the Nakba. They don't talk about the Deir Yassin massacre. They don't talk about all the revolutions that they tried to
the amount of shit that they've done, and they still act like victims. It's fucking outrageous.
steal land. They don't talk about the
It's fucking, it's always them, bro. It's always them.
occupation. They
It's
don't
always
talk
them, bro.
about how they're
They create all the problems, and they still somehow act like victims. Like, bruh.
expanding the illegal
Bruh.
West Bank
Bruh.
settlements. They never talk about that. They always start the story right at this moment when they're about to get punched. Never what led to the punch, ever. There's an old saying, the cries as he strikes you. And this is precisely what this
Fucking
guy
Jews,
doesn't
bro.
get. The IDF is the biggest terrorist organization in the Middle East. What is terrorism? Since this guy's a terrorism, let's go real official with this. Let's go with the FBI definition, because they're the lead agency on terrorism. The FBI defines terrorism as the unlawful use of force or violence against persons or property to intimidate or coerce a government or civilian population in furtherance of political or social objectives.
sorry.
Okay? The IDF does this every day, all right? They do this every day. So if you want to sit there and say Muslims are violent and all this other bull, let's be fair. They're also violent, which is why the Muslims are violent. They're getting their land stolen.
That's the thing. If Israel wouldn't be violent, none of this would have happened. None of these problems. That it would solve everything. But for some reason, they're pieces of shit. I'm sorry, but you get what you deserve. You deserve all these missiles up your ass. You deserve it. I'm sorry, but you deserve it. Stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's like you punch someone. What do you expect? Of course, the other person's gonna attack you. There's no point acting like a fucking victim. You started all of this. You're gonna get retaliated. That's called logic. You attack someone, that person's gonna attack you. There's no point acting like a victim. There's no point. It's the same response. Like it's just child's play at this point. I'm looking at children that somehow are taking care of countries and creating these problems with everyone for no reason. Like, fam.
If someone steals your house after you invited them in, you're gonna fight to get your house back. It's that simple. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Happened
logic.
Was because the are trying to destroy a mosque in Jerusalem called the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Oh my god. If the Jews wanted to destroy the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Jews destroyed Al-Aqsa Mosque anytime since 1967. All right? The fact that Al-Aqsa Mosque is still there means that the Jews have not been trying to destroy it.
No.
That is not true at all. I think I'm pretty sure.
Because they're waiting to get the red cows done. And they just got the red cows a couple of years ago. Debunked once again. Back like 4 years ago, they bought some red cows from Texas. So yes, they are absolutely planning to destroy the Al-Aqsa Mosque. It's just that they were waiting to get the cows, to get the...
They're waiting for the right moment to get everything they need to destroy them. That's the logic.
personnel that can do the slaughter or the ritual. It's a very labor-intensive and specific and pedantic operation. That is why Hamas called the operation, when they attacked on October 7th, Operation Al-Aqsa Flood, because they knew that the red cows were brought from Texas, which would accelerate the destruction of the mosque. So once again, he's wrong.
October 7th didn't happen because the tried to destroy that mosque. October 7th happened.
It was one of the reasons.
What? Bro, this guy is on some fucking drugs, that's all I'm saying. He's on some Carfe, bro. He's on some Carfe. If you people don't know what Carfe is, go play Amazing Game. The game. Go play the game. It's not called Carfe, what the fuck?
Carfe?
The game where the Carfe comes from.
Snoot game.
There you go play Snoot game. There you go.
Caveman and Studio.
They're very better than High Volcano High. High Volcano High is fucking dog shit. Bro, the
Made by
biggest
Cole.
piece of trash I've ever fucking seen, bro. Dog shit. But let's keep going.
That they invaded. That
Congrats, PlayStation, to promote a dog shit fucking video game. Congrats. But
is
let's
why
keep
the
going.
operation is literally called Operation Al-Aqsa Flood. Now, Western media never covers this, but that is why it's called that.
Because the Muslims who have agency, all right, ultimately, and have the ability of free will, very, very much like the idea of killing and they
No.
Bro, they always come with this fucking argument. Muslims rape. They do not. I don't know where the fuck you get that shit from. What the fuck? They don't do that. What? They never done that.
Some people are
What?
just
Like what the
simple-minded.
fuck? No, they're brainwashed and retarded. They don't think for themselves. They don't see the logic behind the lies. They don't see none of that shit, bro. It just makes no sense, bro. Like what?
Did he say that they have agency and autonomy?
say free will because the Muslims who have agency, all right, ultimately, and have the ability of free will.
Okay, free will when they're being occupied by another country, free will when they have no rights, free will when they're treated as second-class citizens in their indigenous homeland, free will when they're arrested and put in jail without a charge, free will when they cut their grass and routinely bomb and or attack certain locations in the West Bank and or in Gaza, free will when they control all the food and water going
And
in.
it's a lot of free will right there. Destroying the whole population. It's very good, very free will, bro. Isn't that right, bro? It is a good free will, bro. Oof.
Yes, of course.
You make sure that their lives are almost impossible to survive. Bro, I've never seen the amazing free will I've seen right there. Damn, it's so good. I don't think you guys understand the sarcasm I'm having right there, but where's the free will, bro? You're making sure their lives is miserable to the point where they can't even fucking survive. How is that free will? What the fuck? You're forcing them to be in that position. There's no free will, bro. What are you on about?
And they were able to actually conduct a genocide by starvation, there is no free will because they're being occupied by another group of people. And to add insult to injury, the prime minister of the occupiers, Benjamin Netanyahu, he's a
Didn't even
So
hear.
let me get this straight. The Canaanites who were originally there, who are actually Palestinians that we call today, Arabs, the real Semites, are being occupied by who many of them are European, by the way. Some are Arab.
Yeah, true. A lot of them are European. That is true. That is true.
Mizrahi, some are Ashkenazi, white, European. But to add insult to injury, the top Benjamin Netanyahu is Polish. Yet he sits there and says,
Yeah, that is true, by the way. Yeah, he's Polish, by the way. The president of Israel, is the president, right? I think, yeah. He's Polish. He comes from Poland. How can a beautiful country that respects traditions, that piece of shit garbage ass diabolical cunt, comes from there, bro? Come on.
our land. Bro, you're Polish. Every
Come
prime
on,
minister
bro.
has been Ukrainian, Polish, Russian. In other words, they're all Eastern Europeans.
Oh,
And I
so
also
yeah,
find it
Eastern
interesting how
Europeans.
most of it is filled with secular individuals or atheists, yet they sit there and say, God promised them this land 2,000 years ago. But wait, I thought you didn't believe in God. Oh, well, he still promised me this land though. Like what?
Wait, that's true. Wait, so you don't believe in God, but you still said that God promised you this land. So do you believe in God or not then? There's no logic. So if you don't believe in God, then God didn't promise you this land. This just makes no sense. Why would they promise a land to people that don't believe in God? This makes no sense. It's stupid. It's retarded. So what you're saying is you believe, but you don't believe?
People complicate.
Bro, it makes no sense. Or you believe or you don't believe. There's no in between. That makes no sense. There's no between. Or you believe that there's a God. Or you don't. There's no like, no, I don't believe, but God. So if you say that God, so it means you believe there is a God that promised you this land. But it makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. That's contradicting. You clearly are. That's contradicting, right? Where's the logic? It makes no sense.
Like what?
So stupid.
Very, very much like the idea of killing and they say
No, actually, you
That's-
guys do that. And
You guys do that, yeah. I was about to say, you the Jews are the ones that actually fucking do that shit. The Zionists. Israel. You all do that. Like I tell you for a fact, you all do that. It's not Muslims.
as a
I can tell
matter
you for a
of fact,
fact.
I got the receipts if you don't believe me.
Let's
Every
go!
single
Let's go for the receipts again! Let's go! I love when he goes for the receipts, bro. It's the proof, bro. The proof!
every single hour, every
Look at this shit, bro. July 2024, protesters and some Israeli officials defended the right of soldiers to abuse or rape Palestinian prisoners. Bro. And Muslims are the fucking problem? Yeah, my ass, yes, 100%. I'm not Muslim, by the way, I'm Catholic. I'm just saying my ass, like, yeah, 100%. They're the problem. Not you all that have the right, even though you don't have the right at all. You have the right. The audacity, bro. The fucking audacity.
In July 2024, protesters and some officials defending the right of soldiers to abuse or rape Palestinian prisoners following the detention of soldiers accused of a detainee at the SDE Tenemon facility. They were literally protesting, chat.
Oh, what is his fuck? Oh, you know what?
Because they got caught a Palestinian on video. And by the way, just so you guys know, none of them got any jail time. And these guys were
What? Nice, bro. So they got caught fucking raping and they still didn't get fucking in jail. Congrats, bro. This is who you have to fucking support? This is who you have to support. I'm never gonna support the fucking people that do this shit. Fucking audacity, bro. Disgusting. This is fucking disgusting. Disgusting. How they're not ashamed? Shameful. Disappointment. And you are all called so-called chosen ones. If you are the chosen ones, show the example. Not do this dumb shit.
protesting here saying they have the right to rape. So every time this guy makes an accusation, it's really a confession. It's the that
it themselves, actually.
this mosque is the third holiest site in all of the Islamic faith.
Yeah, it's built right on top of the ruins of the temple, for any of those that studied Christian or history. On top of the ruins of the temple, the colonizers, the Muslims, who are the number one colonial people on the planet. All right.
What? Number
What?
one, Muslims didn't destroy the temple. The Catholics did. That's why they got.
We did that. We are the ones who did that. What about? They're not the Muslims. Bro, you don't even know what the religious story at all. Catholics are the one who destroyed the fucking temples. What? What? We are the ones who destroyed it. What the fuck is this guy on about? He doesn't even know the actual religious story, bro. Bro, this nigga tripping, bro. This guy's crazy, bro. Bro, I'm bro. Okay, I'm Catholic. I know, bro. I'm honest. I know nothing about the Bible, bro. I know fuck all. I never read the Bible. But I know what's right and what's wrong and what's historically correct and what is not. I had to learn that because it's important when it comes to my beliefs. Because I'm Catholic. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. Bro, how don't you even know your own religious story, bruv? You don't even know it. How? You tell me you're Jewish? You're not. Clearly not. Because if you were, you wouldn't understand that actually Catholic people are the ones who actually brought down the fucking temple. It's not even Muslims. What are you on about?
That's your guys' menorahs at the Vatican laughing at you.
What?
That was easy. That's number one. Number two, the Canaanites, who are the Palestinians, were there the whole time. They actually have ties to the land. A lot of these Ashkenazi Jews don't. They're Eastern Europeans, like I said before. But Muslims did not destroy the temple.
Right, so they decided to colonize the area and build a mosque on top of the ruins of the temple, claim the area as theirs, and if the Jews ever wanted to destroy
They did not.
They've been there the whole time. They're literally tied.
They were there even before you all got in that area. What do you want about the Muslims were always in the Middle East. The problem is all of you came into that said fucking area and caused all the fucking problem. On top of that, the Muslims were always in the Middle East. They never changed location. They were always been there. What are you on about? This guy has some carfree as fuck, bro. He's some smoking dick. I'm sorry, bro. Dark, he's smoking some dick for $20. What the fuck? For 20 fucking bucks, bro.
I was paying attention here and I just hear that shit.
They're smoking dick for 20 bucks, bro. What the fuck? Bro, this guy's retarded. He knows nothing. It just shows how brainwashed people are these days. What the fuck? Even a Jew, bro. You don't even know your own religious story. How don't you fucking know that, bro? I'm not that religious, and I know that we were the ones who actually destroyed the temple. We were the ones who did that. It's not even the Muslims. What are you on about?
The land.
Oh, yeah, they would.
And what they're trying to do is they're trying to rebuild the third. Canaanites were the first people that were in the region, and those are Palestinians, aka Arabs of today. Temple, and they imported a bunch of red
It's not rebuilding, it's building. There was never a third temple to rebuild.
cows from Texas, your home. Okay, now you're just being a pedantic. You clearly knew what I meant, buddy. State. Two, that they
Okay, these are like radical extremists that are trying to
It's not
import.
radical extremists, it's the fucking truth, nigga. The fact that you don't even know your past history from your own religion or belief just shows how stupid you are. I'm sorry. It's the fucking truth. The fact that you don't even know that the fucking Catholic people are the ones who actually destroyed the temple just proves that you have no base. There's no base there of your logic. There's no base. You're just stupid. You're saying stupid shit.
Red
Like,
cows
what the
to
fuck?
rebuild the third temple. All right, I'm sorry, man. This isn't like the policy anywhere.
It's a
It is.
slaughter.
It
Oh, really?
is.
That's
It
not the
is.
Jewish policy anywhere?
What? It is. What you want about?
Okay, buddy. See, I got receipts, bro. I got receipts. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. If you don't believe me, let's go ahead and ask a fellow.
This was a big thing over at InfoWars and on the dissident right media for the longest time.
Bro, the temples were like what?
Hate media. Yeah, do you have my tweet that I actually put on my... So I basically, what happened, if you want to go to the first slide first before I play the video.
no, bro, it's crazy.
About a month ago on
It's
July
crazy, bro.
1st.
So they lie to everybody. They're pieces of shit. They act like victims and create conflict everywhere. So they're always a problem to everything, bro. Like how? They don't even know their own fucking story. That's what pisses me off the most. How the fuck don't you even know the past? It's what started everything. How the fuck don't you even know that? Is it like Jesus?
There was an announcement that they were going to do a practice run of the Red Heifer. And
Oh, the red heifer.
Conflict in Gaza now entering its 6th month. The Israeli operation to root out Hamas terrorists there has resulted in the deaths of 30,000 Palestinians and 242 soldiers. The war started after Hamas.
A confounding yet eye-opening motive has escaped the headline.
An eye-opening motive has escaped the headlines. I've told you guys this before. Now we're going to see Abu Ubaidah, and he's going to talk about it.
In a
Baqarat means cow in Arabic, guys, and Hamad is red.
opening motive has escaped the headline.
Now, this guy's Abu Ubaidah. Abu Ubaidah was a spokesperson for Hamas, okay? And he went over in detail why they attacked. And a big reason was because of the red cows. The Abraham Accord, the red cows, which was going to obviously begin to be the beginning of the destruction of the Al-Aqsa Mosque, okay? It was a huge provocation.
In a recent speech, a Hamas spokesman blamed the Jews for bringing red cows to the Holy Land. The cows he's talking about at a secure, undisclosed location.
Oh, so he wasn't
secure
lying,
the-
was he?
Whoa, what the fuck? Holy shit, there's proof of it. Who would have fucking guessed? So the Jews were actually causing another problem. Bro, it's crazy, bro. Who would have guessed that the Jews are the ones who actually caused another problem?
Not me.
Who would have guessed? Like, bro, you cannot make this up.
Red heifers, to be precise. Some Jews and
What did this say?
Temple are like radical extremists that are trying to import red cows to rebuild.
That they
Okay, these are like radical extremists that are trying to import red cows to rebuild the third temple. All right, I'm sorry, man. This isn't.
Yeah, and those are the people that run your government. Do I need more receipts? I'll give you more receipts. Ben Gvir, okay? For those of you that don't know, look at this. Ben Gvir, guys, is the national security guy for. Okay, here he is, this guy right here. He is the Minister of National Security. He's like the equivalent of, in America, as like the Attorney General / the head of the Homeland Security. He's like a combination of both, if we were to give like an equivalent, okay? This guy is a radical right-wing politician. And he used to have a picture of a terrorist named Baruch Goldstein on his wall that killed like 30 Palestinians back in the day, okay? During Ramadan, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the things that Ben Gvir does is he literally walks on the Temple Mount, even though he's not supposed to agitate the Palestinians. This guy has an enormous amount of power in it. So what are you talking about, dude? This isn't a bunch of radical people. This
Like, there's so much proof that shows that Zionist Israel and Jews are the fucking problem. And, like, you can clearly see it. There's so many fucking receipts. It's fucking crazy to me how people don't see that. It's just crazy. The truth is in front of everyone's eyes. You just need to look it up. You just need to fucking search. Simple as that.
is your government, literally.
That are trying to import. Okay, these are like radical extremists that are trying to import red cows to rebuild the third temple.
Yes, they are. Here's more receipts of that.
Christians believe they're the key to rebuilding the historic temple in Jerusalem. And
wow!
To
what?
To understand, you have to go back nearly.
There's a proof that that's
so
true.
how much more receipts do I need, man?
All right,
there's proof of that.
Man. This isn't like the policy anywhere.
Actually, it is.
It is.
Because your boy Ben
bro.
Gvir has been trying to agitate this issue for a very long time. Okay, where's
it? Is. There's a proof.
Dozens of worshippers openly prayed and bowed in the Temple Mount on Tuesday.
They're not allowed to do that.
Blatantly defying the sensitive status quo procedures for the Flashpoint site. They received support.
They could do this, and they decide to provoke them with the cows on top of everything.
From Israel's national security
minister. So I want to guess
and
it's the
another
cows and the
minister,
temple.
Both
Wow.
visiting the site to mark Tisha B'Av.
This guy's doesn't realize that all the people that run the government at this point are all far right, radical. So he's just lying to you guys. He doesn't know what he's
fucking
talking
lying
about.
piece of
Slaughter
shit, bro.
To bring back their Messiah, right? And they'll sit there and they'll say, "Oh yeah, these guys over in Iran are crazy radical clerics, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Okay, fair. But you guys literally, are way more radical than the Iranians.
No, 100%, bro. The Jews are so far worse, bro. 100%, bro. So far worse. No doubt, bro.
Destroy a mosque, start a war in the Middle East.
Why isn't the mosque destroyed? I don't understand. Like, this is where the argument's all.
Because they were waiting to get the red cows. There's an entire ceremony that they need to do that is extremely delicate and needs to be followed to a certain point. That's why Adam King went on Tim Pool, as you guys can see here, to do a practice run. Not only did he do a practice run, this weirdo brought the ashes with him.
In the Bible. And that shows you how long the...
Look, he brought the ashes with him from a burnt cow.
Bro.
How many more receipts do you need? See, it's like, this isn't fair. It's like I'm beating up a little kid. This dude doesn't know what he's talking about at all. No wonder he doesn't show his face.
All fall apart. It's like trying to genocide the people in Gaza. Okay, so then what?
They didn't try. They did.
They did. What do you mean they tried? They did.
Even for me, that sounded.
That's so stupid, bro. There's proof of it that you did it. Like, all of you did it. You didn't try. You did it. You managed to do it. This is what I say, bro. Our world is cooked. Our world is fucking cooked, bro.
Absolutely did, okay? They absolutely did. Almost every human rights organization has concluded that what went down in Gaza by definition was a genocide. What
yeah, a lot of people that do studies on genocides. Literally, most people when it comes to those type of knowledge and those type of studies, have said that it's a genocide. Like, you cannot come here saying the otherwise, bro. Professionals have said that it's a genocide. You're like, bro, like, come on.
Definition of genocide. Let's go ahead and spell that out too, okay? Because some people, a lot of try to deny this. Genocide is the intentional systematic destruction of a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group by the 1948 UN Genocide Convention as acts including killing, causing serious harm, or creating conditions designed to destroy the group. It is recognized crime under international law, often involving stages like classification, demonization, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So also it's important. Oh, hold on. Interesting. Hold on. We might have just had a big break here, chat. We might have just had. Okay, so this is the official one, right? The official definition of genocide established by the 1948 Genocide Convention is the intent to destroy in whole or in part. Guys, this is key wording, in whole or in part, okay? But I want you guys to, I just caught something just now. Notice at the Holocaust Memorial Museum that there is no, does this have in part?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it is here. All right, perfect.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
so even on their own website, it says in whole or in part. So yeah, there's no debating this. Okay.
Bro, how can you say that for the Holocaust there's a genocide and there's a pretty much the precise, almost the same words? But when it comes to Palestine, no, there isn't. Even clearly in the definition it says the same shit that for the Holocaust. Bro, you cannot make this fucking up. You can't. You just straight up can't. What am I looking at? Bro.
Okay, all the genocide experts have already concluded that what happened was a genocide. And just to give you guys more receipts, let me do that real quick as well. Okay, I showed you guys the red cow. And this isn't going to be Mehdi Hassan saying this, but let me show you guys something.
Fucking audacity, bro.
Topic.
The audacity.
The G word, genocide. The genocide of perpetrating an anti-Semitic blood libel. And yet here's the thing they don't want you to know. Genocide experts are almost all in agreement.
Hard, thank you for the five gifted.
The fact that the majority of the people that studies on when it comes to genocide literally confirm that what Israel did was a genocide. Like, you cannot say otherwise that it wasn't. The fact that experts said that it was just shows that it is, bro. You cannot come here and say otherwise with no proof. Like, bro, there's no point on debunking this shit. There's no fucking point. Sorry guys, I had to pick up my tissues here since, of course, allergies, so I need tissues just in case.
Thank you so much for the one gifted hard R again.
Happening is a genocide, per the legal definition under the Genocide Convention.
Because it's in whole or in part. Very important, guys. I showed you the definition.
But it's funny how, when it comes to the Holocaust, it's considered genocide. But what they've done in Palestine, which it's pretty much the exact same thing that the definition that they used for the Holocaust, but for some reason for the Palestine, they say that it's not. How does that make sense? It's stupid.
Committed with the intent to destroy in whole or in part a national ethnic, including
whole or in part,
experts on the subject of genocide to avoid being gaslit by apologists for it. First, there are the academic experts who say Gaza is a genocide. Martin Shaw, who literally wrote the book What is Genocide? Melanie O'Brien, who is the literal president of the International Association of Genocide Scholars. Dirk Moses, who is the senior editor of the Journal of Genocide Research. Eva Vukušić, who helped prosecute the Srebrenica genocide. William Shabas, who even defended Myanmar against charges of genocide, against the Rohingya, but says what is doing in Gaza now is a genocide.
So all the experts and the human rights organizations say that it's a genocide. And many of them, as you guys can see from their names, are Jews. And as a matter of fact, there's
that's funny how all the Jews. So see, this is why I keep saying. I do understand why you all keep saying. Why do I keep saying all the Jews? What I mean when I say all the Jews, I'm not talking about everyone literally, okay? Like, let's clear this up. Because clearly even some Jews can understand that what Israel and the Zionists and the Jewish people that live there, what they're doing is wrong. What I'm saying is the majority of the Jews are Zionists or bad people. They are the problem. So since there's a majority, I'm gonna have to say the Jews because there's a majority.
Suppose that organization called B'Tselem, based in it. They even concluded that this is a genocide. So, hey, buddy.
What? This is where the argument.
It's not trying. It is a genocide.
It is a genocide.
It's like the Jews are trying to genocide the people in Gaza.
Not trying. They already did.
They did.
Okay, so then why did they do such a bad job at it? Are the Jews trying?
Because you don't have to kill all of them to match the definition. The definition, once again, because this dude.
A whole or in part. In whole or in part. The fact that you have in part in it just shows that you've done a genocide. Fucking retard.
Says in whole or in part. You don't have to eliminate all of them to conduct genocide.
Destroy a mosque in Jerusalem. Okay, so then why are the Jews so bad at it though? Like, I'm not trying to be controversial or anything, but if they wanted to destroy the mosque, it would be destroyed.
Okay, by your logic, that basically what you're saying is like, oh, if I shoot you and I don't kill you, I'm a terrible murderer. I'm a terrible murderer. I couldn't get the job done. Oh, shucks. I miss all the vitals. Whether you attempt or actually make it happen does not change the fact that you still did it.
Yeah, you still did it. Yeah, that's the thing. Just because you didn't get the 100%, that doesn't mean you're not a bad person. You did 50%. It doesn't change the percentage. The fact that you did it, that's the problem. This guy's retarded.
Attempted murder is basically the same thing as actual murder, okay? So for him to sit there and be like, oh, well, you know, they're terrible because they didn't complete the job. Oh, so they got to kill all 2.5 million for you to say it's a genocide? Huh? Like what?
It makes no sense.
One and two, you can't compare the tiny minority of religious extremists that are trying to import red cows to usher in Messiah, okay?
Tiny majority,
your government
bro.
is run by them. Like,
tiny majority, bro. The fact that the whole Jews, the fact that all the Jews are taking care of that country just shows that it's the majority, not the minority. Like what? It makes no sense.
Just proved. Your government is literally run by religious zealots that believe in the red cow ceremony. Literally, it was run by far-right religious zealots.
You cannot compare those guys to an Islamic regime that just massacred 40,000 of their own people in the street.
That's not true.
That
Once
is
again,
not
with the
true,
40,000
bro.
lie. That's not true. Not true at all.
Such a fucking lie, bro. That's such a lie. How many times do they want to use the same fucking arguments nonstop? It's the Holocaust, the Second World War with the Nazis, or it's the 40,000 people, Hamas, 7 October. Like, fam, it's always the same fucking dog shit. That clearly was debunked. It clearly has been proven that it's not true. Like, come on, bro.
They didn't say somewhere between 3,000 or so were killed. We know it's not 40,000, and it's probably more than 3,000. I don't believe any.
It's in between 3,000 to 40,000. There's no way it's 40,000 though. It makes no sense. I think it's for that specific event that happened that is bad. I don't think 40,000 it would have hit 40,000.
But let's be honest here. If they had really killed 40,000 people, the people would not be standing behind the government like they are right now, saying hit back, getting bombed and saying, oh, that's to America. We're going to hit them back. If they actually kill 40K. That's not true. That is a lie that was pushed by Western media to try to get a rebel and a regime change. And it didn't work.
It didn't work at all. It failed so much.
There's so much documented information on this. We got media admitting that some of the people that were trying to instigate these riots were taught by Mossad. I showed you guys a tweet earlier from Mike Pompeo where he said Mossad walks amongst you in January. The United States got caught trying to smuggle Starlink devices into Iran for the agitators because the Iranian government shut down the internet during the protests, which significantly impeded the ability for the agitators to conduct their operations. Trump admitted that he supplied guns to protesters. He literally admitted it. There was an oversight committee that also admitted that they were behind smuggling in the Starlinks. I've shown receipts for all of this before, so I don't want to be redundant. If you guys want me to really show the receipts on this stuff, that's fine. Scott Bissett admitted that he purposely crashed the Rial to begin an economic crisis to get the riots to effectuate a regime change. You know, bro.
Every single time.
Yeah, go for the receipts. Go for the receipts, bro. Fuck this Jew, bro. Fucking retarded. There's nothing, bro. Fucking stupid, bro. So stupid. Come on, show the receipts. Come on, show them. It's always them, bro. It's always them doing the same fucking cards, using the same shit. It's sad because it's always the same shit. It's always the same fucking shit. It gets to a point where it's actually fucking tiresome to hear the same fucking goddamn arguments. It's the same shit. Holocaust, Second World War, 40,000 people, October. It's always this. It's the same thing. It's always the same thing, bro. It's like, fam. Second World War has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Holocaust, debatable because we don't even know the whole story. And not only that, again, it's the past. It's not what's going on right now. Numbers clearly, all of you are fucking propaganda and lying to everyone. Like, come on, bro. Jesus Christ.
All right, receipt time.
Inflation has plagued the Iranian currency known as the riyal, just as the inflation has hit much of the world. The difference, however, is that Iran is under intense sanctions that severely limit its ability to stay over 100.
Here's the receipts.
Billion. Back to listen to Scott Bessent talk about the impact of these sanctions today.
There are Treasury sanctions, and if you look at a speech that I gave at the Economic Club of New York last March, I said that I believe the Iranian currency was on the verge of collapse, that if I were an Iranian citizen, I would take my money out. President Trump ordered Treasury and our OFAC division, Office of Foreign Asset Control, to put...
Yeah, who would have guessed? They collapsed the currency of Iran so they can cause riots, so they can change government. Yeah, interesting. Interesting.
Maximum pressure on Iran, and it's worked because in December their economy collapsed. We saw a major.
So he's admitting that they purposely did this to instigate
on purpose.
mass
They did it on
riots.
purpose. Yeah, who would have guessed?
Wonder,
Who
the
would have
central
guessed?
bank has started to print money. There is a dollar shortage. They are not able to get imports, and this is why the people took to the street. So this is economic stake. No shots fired.
They literally admit in public the bullshit and all the dog shit that they've done to everyone. They legit admit in public, and people don't fucking see it. It's actually fucking incredible how people don't see it. How isn't anyone seeing this shit? Like, it's blatantly obvious. Like, Fox business, bro.
Are moving in a very positive way here.
Inflation.
So they purposely crashed their currency. Now let's move forward to the protests, right?
Protesters, after he tried urging them to riot, they questioned him about the business he supposedly owned to see if he was a legitimate protester.
So boom, they see a protester acting weird and they question him like, hey, why are you protesting so hard?
When he couldn't answer basic questions, they tossed him out of the protests. And in this video, student protests were hijacked by 3 anti-government provocateurs who tried leading chants against the government. Students responded, however, by drowning them out with their own pro-government chants and waved the nation's flag instead. There are many videos like this from the early days of the protests showing that most demonstrators were uninterested in regime change and were only focused on inflation and consumer prices. But that didn't stop Western media and politicians from weaponizing the narrative. Right-wing platform and influencer accounts like Visegrad began posting AI slop and outright fabrications to paint the picture of a massive uprising against the government. In this video, they used
all AstroTurf chat
footage of normal everyday activity in Iran and dubbed fake audio over it to make it appear as if it were an anti-government protest.
This was a strategic hit job, okay? Look at this.
Holy shit, bro. If this doesn't prove that they, like, come on, bro.
Rioters were arrested and police stationed them to death. They set fire to mosques, hospitals.
That's how you know it was Massadov. They're setting fire to mosques,
markets,
bro. Like, what?
Shooting at
you really think that Iranian people, even if they want the regime change, they would burn down mosques? They would never do that. They would never do that. It was very obvious that it's not from Iran. They're not
police
Iranian.
station. This is when the Iranian government began its crackdown. Several rioters were arrested and interrogated. It became clear that they had been instigated and directed by Mossad-linked operations. In this clip, you can see a Mossad agent giving explicit instructions to rioters on how to make Molotov cocktails, what to target, and how to handle police if arrested. Other interrogations revealed that Mossad agents used Instagram to contact young, poor, naive Iranians and offered them money to carry out attacks on the government and society at large. In another interrogation, a captured rioter said he was instructed by Mossad. Quote, if you can form a 6-person team, that would be very good, and you can command them yourself. He said their goal was to engage in project killing, so people would be affected and say, they killed so-and-so, they killed a youth, and then pour into the streets for more protests. Once the crackdown began, Western politicians escalated the rhetoric and poured fuel onto the fire. Mike Pompeo tweeted, the Iranian
boom, the one I showed you earlier.
Regime is in trouble.
I mean, how much more?
Also, to every Mossad agent walking beside them, like, it literally says that they literally admitted in public that there's Mossad agents in the process. Look at that. Look at that.
Proof do I gotta show you guys?
There's a proof right
Bringing
there.
in mercenary next
More
year
proof.
to the CIA director fully addressed inflation and in this demonstration
bro,
published
like-
in
Okay.
Germany in the
Now
region.
look at this.
Even
This
on
is-
live TV,
yeah,
bro.
listen
Even
to
on
this
live
chat.
TV, bro.
On one hand, I see a lot of boldness. I also see they're very compartmentalized. He's referring to the agitators, okay, the protesters. The material also comes out nicely, which means they receive training. I wonder by who?
Training from who, bro?
There's probably some training here. There's no way this is purely natural on its own.
אין מצב שזה טבעי, נטו לבד, וזה בסדר וזה לא פסול.
And that's okay and that's not wrong.
That's okay.
And
That's
therefore
not
there's some
wrong.
guiding hand here. I wonder who the guiding hand is.
Bro. So obvious. So blatantly obvious.
יש פה איזה יד שבוחשת, אל תשכח שאיראן זה
No,
לאומי.
like the fact that he gives props to them kind of pisses me off because, like, if they really were that good, they wouldn't have done this blatantly obvious shit.
Don't forget
That's what
that
I'm
Iran
saying.
is a nation of tribes and ethnic groups.
עמים וכתות וקבוצות.
And they try to leverage this and create sectarian violence, chat, amongst different people because they have Persians, they have Balochs, they have Arabs, they have all these different types of people. They have a big community, by the way. A lot of people don't know that. The second most amount of in the Middle East live in Iran.
הזרים, לבלוצ'ים, לאחווזים, לערבים
Foreigners, Baluchis, as Wahis, Arabs, and non-Arabs.
ולא ערבים, ולכן יש...
So there's very strong line here of intelligence type work. I mean, dude, they're
Bro.
literally admitting it on
They're admitting
TV.
it on
How much
TV,
more
bro.
receipts do I need?
יש, זה קר פתוח וקר מאוד מזמין לעבודה מודיעינית, אבל...
But ultimately, the Iranian people have to do it. Now, here's another one. Tamir, we reported tonight that foreign actors are arming the protests in Iran with live firearms, which is the reason for hundreds of regime personnel killed. Everyone is free to guess who's behind it. Dude, they admit it.
Now, in response to this regime,
Now, check this out. Here's Max Blumenthal, okay?
We learned.
It's funny how, like, they admit it in public, like, 10 times, and people still say that's not true. How's that, like, bro, it makes no sense.
Through a hearing of a House
all public, guys,
oversight committee
Like,
in the
everything's
US Congress
public.
today,
Like,
that an
what?
organization called the
Receipts are
National
everywhere.
Endowment for Democracy, which is funded by the US government, which exists to promote regime change,
probably funded by an intelligence agency
around the world by sponsoring the so-called civil society groups, media, activists, training, journalists.
They smuggled it in.
Starlink into Iran, and he declared that the National Endowment for Democracy had already deployed 200 Starlink terminals into Iran.
We've been investing in communication tools over years that allow for information to be sent into Iran even when internet connectivity is blocked. We specifically began supporting the deployment,
Well, they're literally admitting in public again that they're doing all this shit for the regime change. Like, bro.
Now, it gets better, guys. I got more receipts. Look at this. Trump admitting that he armed.
Trump accidentally admitted that we sent arms to protesters in Iran. Because that's our favorite move. Remember, they were saying it was a conspiracy. The Iranian government was saying these protesters are not real. They are working on behalf of and they are trying to, from the inside out, collapse our nation, essentially a color revolution, which we do all over the world.
We did it in Ukraine.
We've done it many times over. And
True,
then
we did
the
it
government
in
said, oh
Ukraine.
no, this was just a normal uprising. This is how the people were feeling. Well, yeah, then Trump accidentally, and it was quite stunning, admitted to the fact that what was once deemed a conspiracy is a fact. We armed protesters in Iran. Take a listen to what Trump said during the White House Easter celebration.
If they protest, if they go out in the streets, they will be immediately shot. They don't have guns. You know, we sent some guns.
Bro, he literally admitted that he said that they sent guns to the protesters. Bruh. Bruh, you cannot make this up. The president literally admitted it. Like, bruh. Like, Dark. Like, bro, do I need to show anything else, bro? At this point? The fact that even the president of the United States said that they armed the protesters to cause chaos everywhere so the regime change would happen. He literally admitted in public. Like, bro.
But the group that was supposed to give, which I said would happen to my people, I said it, I called it exactly. We sent guns, a lot of guns. They were supposed to go to the people so they could fight back against these thugs. You know what happened?
Like, bro.
You guys see now why the 40K narrative is a lie? I think I just showed you guys an overwhelming amount of evidence that the 40,000 is a lie, and it was an AstroTurf attempt to do a coup. This guy's a true.
All right, like a death cult that chants, I can't say that or get banned on YouTube. A death cult that basically is screaming and yelling about death to America every single day, and they have this jihadist ideology where
they say death to America because we've been intervening in their affairs since the 1950s with Operation Ajax, which then led to the Shah, who was...
Again, if you intervene in the Middle East and you do dumb shit in the Middle East, how do you expect the people from the Middle East to react? Of course they're gonna be pissed. Again, if I punch you and I intervene in your shit, you're gonna be pissed and you're gonna retaliate. It's called common sense. It's called being human. It's called protecting your own fucking goddamn shit and defending yourself.
Oppressing the people, then that led to the Iranian Revolution. We are the ones that started all these problems, okay? That's why they say death to America, death to... And when they say that, they're talking about our governments, okay? Especially ours, where we're owned by the...
actually trying to dominate the world, right? Oh, yeah, but you hear about the...
Wait, did this guy just say that they're trying to dominate the world?
They're trying to dominate the world. Tell me, how are they trying to dominate the world? I would love to know how Muslims are the ones trying to dominate the world. I would love to know. Even though the Jews are the ones who control all the markets everywhere. When it comes to the banking system. When it comes to all the media. When it comes to even medicine. Food. Drinks. They control everything. They control everything on the fucking west side of the world. When it comes to Europe, when it comes to America. And you're telling me that the Muslims are the ones trying to control the world? You are the biggest fucking retard I've ever seen.
Ideology, screaming and yelling about death to America every single day, and they have this jihadist ideology where they're actually trying to dominate the world, right?
They're not trying to dominate. They're not trying to dominate.
Okay, who actually dominates the world, though? Who actually controls everything, buddy? What are you talking about? Dude, every admission is a confession by this guy, dude.
Yeah, but you hear about the trying to import red cows?
Start all these... Yeah, that was a fact, and I showed that. Problems. You guys are passing legislation to hang Palestinians.
That's a lie. Recently passed legislation to hang terrorists who commit murder, who, yeah, mostly are Palestinians because there's...
And they don't get fair trials at all. That's the issue. These people don't get fair trials, but they can be put to death with almost no due process.
A lot of terrorism there.
Right?
True.
Like, there's more terrorism being conducted by the IDF than the Palestinians. The IDF kills way more people, okay? They literally just destroyed Gaza. What are you talking about? Real radical, religious, crazy nut jobs. It's just that...
Man, I wish they were radical, crazy nut jobs, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, there's way too much gay shit in this, even right now, so, you know, listen, man.
Once again, he doesn't even know who runs his country, bro. Or I don't know if this guy's like just American or he's in his... But this dude's clearly doesn't know who his government officials are.
Yeah, he's so fucking
no one ever talks about this because it gets you banned. So look,
I'm sorry. My favorite trend is when people say, I can't say this out loud or I'll get banned, and then they just say it out loud.
We can, you know, two things can be true at the same time. You can go ahead and talk about the jihadis and the radical Muslims. Fair, no problem.
True.
But we have to be honest and also say that there's a radical problem as well, and that's what everyone is terrified to actually address.
So how many wars have those guys started? Because I keep hearing...
They're fighting on 7 fronts right now. Are you
Nigeria, Iraq, Iran, Sudan, even Egypt. They somehow managed to do regime change in Egypt. We want to keep going. I think 5 is already good enough. I think do we need more?
Serious?
Oh yeah, you tried with Yemen. God.
Dude, this guy
there's one more, but I think 6 is enough.
Serious, bro? They're in Lebanon right now. They literally...
And yeah, there you go. There's a 7th, Lebanon. But you
invaded Lebanon. They ran a coup to take over Syria. They bombed Iran. What? They bombed Qatar.
They're attacking like different countries at the same time. Like, bruh.
A Gulf ally. This guy can't be serious. They bombed Iraq. Even Netanyahu himself will tell you we're fighting on 7 different fronts. He always start war. Why? Because their motto is this: rise up and kill them first. The old Mossad slogan used to be, by deception, we create war. The attack first during the 12-day war. They attacked first with the recent war on February 28th. And that is the reason why we got involved. You don't believe me? Here's some more receipts. I'm literally cooking this guy in real time. Let me
This
get
guy
you guys
is so fucking
the thing.
stupid.
Hearing about
It's incredible how oblivious this guy is. We need, like, this is what I keep saying. The people that tell the truth, they have to be unbanned. They actually need to tell the truth. These people that are liars, they are the ones that need to be banned.
Radical.
Fucking
So I
liars.
haven't really got into the whole.
How many radical terrorist attacks have happened on Western countries lately? I don't know. I haven't been keeping track.
The thing too much.
The reason why there is terrorism in the West is because we support it.
Yeah. Because of Israel, that's why we have terrorist attacks. That's literally the problem. If Israel would have done nothing wrong, there would be no fucking terrorist attacks. Simple as that. Who would have guessed if you attack someone, they're gonna retaliate? Weird.
Okay? And there have been terrorist attacks.
I have a buddy. Do you know who Nux Taku is?
Uh-oh.
No.
Thank God. Thank
One
God.
of the best out there. And so
Okay.
I hear a lot of bro,
stop.
I still haven't really heard from someone who's well researched about.
I'm gonna get a cup of water, guys. I'm gonna come back in a second. Water, simple. Water, simple.
How are you guys? As always, you know, just chilling. Let's hope he comes back fast. Cause I ain't talking a lot. Without someone to talk much.
See, there you go. Have my cup of water since we're gonna be here for a little bit, and I have to drink some more.
Why the Jews are the issue? So if you were to explain
Whoa,
to me,
the
as a
Jews are a massive issue. Are overrepresented literally everywhere. What are you
Yeah,
talking
bro,
about?
no,
0.2% of the.
There we go. I do agree with you. They are everywhere. Literally, Muslims are everywhere. Physically, they're in Europe. They're in America. They're like, I don't disagree. But the problem is not that. The problem is Zionists, Israelis, Jews control everything. That's the problem. That is a problem.
Population is
That's
33% of
like,
the
bro.
Holy Trinity. All right, that was a joke, but you know, I'm just saying.
Yo, this guy's in. Oh, wow.
There are absolutely issues. I mean, so many push like some of the leftist that we see everywhere. A lot of these like movements of equality movements, the feminist, abortion, like a lot of this like unbelievable, disgusting.
Yeah. They push transgenderism,
Transgenderism,
communism, Marxism, like literally every ism has
Every
been
ism is
propagated
them.
and pushed by the Jews.
Yeah, every ism comes from them. pretty much.
Liberalism, mass immigration, all of it pushed by them.
Everything is them.
At least he admits that.
Comes from woke that are spearheading all of these movements, and it's diabolical. All right, a lot of the Hollywood woke propaganda garbage is leftist oriented. Like, I'll be real. All right, if anyone wants a hard
Exactly, and that's what I was talking about when I said Top H was right about them.
Top H.
for I really make everyone mad, don't I?
Admit that they're quite ignorant on that subject. What would that be if you would explain why the problem?
All right.
Well, I'll angle it from the America First perspective, and then if you want to go deeper into the lore, we can do that. But I'll simplify it this way.
All right.
They have an enormous amount of representation and power in the United States that they utilize to the benefit of a foreign nation that puts us in a precarious situation geopolitically.
Really interesting.
Oh, okay.
Like what?
Nice and smooth. I ain't seen anybody else say it that smooth, man.
That is true.
Like what precarious geopolitical position?
Sudan, Yemen, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon. We want to keep going? So, war, regime change, chaos, destruction. You want to keep going, bro? We can keep going.
Are we in right now? Like I'm just.
We're in the middle of a fucking war with Iran, a country of 90
because
million
of you.
people. Oil
Because of
prices are
Israel.
fucking soaring. Like
Because
what?
of Israel.
Are you dude? A
Everything
barrel
is-
of crude is
oh,
sitting
yeah.
at 100.
This is at the top of the video. We're gonna check the oil prices right now. We're gonna check oil prices right fucking now. Since he's talking about oil. How are we? Hold on, guys, we went up. We're at 106. Just clear, by the way, just this shows that the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. This clearly shows that it's still closed. It's at 106. Nice. Nice, America and Israel. Thank you for, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for creating horrible fucking catastrophes all around the globe. Appreciate it, bro. And you're so-called the chosen ones. If you really were the chosen ones, you'd show everyone the example to do the right thing, not the wrong thing. But you know,
$105 right now.
by the way, it went to 106.
That's a pretty precarious situation, dummy.
In like-
People are paying double for their gas.
in like
The
a couple
worst
of
energy
hours.
crisis in modern human history is going down right now. And who
That's
got
right.
us to there? You don't believe me? Look at this from the State Department. The United States is engaged in this conflict at the request of and in collective self-defense of its ally, as well as in the exercise of the United States' own inherent right to self-defense. Literally, what comes first? First. America comes second, and it's right here in the sentence. This comes from the Department of State, chat. How many more receipts do I have to show?
I think it is from everything.
Debunking every single one of this guy's lies, one by one. Quite literally, this is first. Because there's no self-defense for us with Iran. Iran cannot hurt us. They're not a threat to us. They're a threat to it.
Just trying to understand here. Like what precarious geopolitical positions are we in right now? Like
We're in a war that's created the worst energy crisis in modern history. You're an idiot.
I'm just trying to understand here. I'm being good faith. I'd love to have a
No, you're not being good faith. You're I don't know if you're just being sarcastic, but we're in a completely unnecessary war.
conversation with this guy, honestly. And again, I hope it doesn't come down to just flinging insults at each other. I'm just curious.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like the thing is that you don't know what you're talking about. You're over here criticizing me and you don't know what you're talking about. At least do some research before you come at me and start trying to criticize my takes. Because I got receipts for all my stuff. Where are your receipts? I've been going line by line debunking all of your lies.
True.
The 40,000 kills.
Hey, he's speaking facts, bro.
overrepresentation,
He went through a bunch of shit. And so okay, you cannot say that it's not true.
wars, how they dragged us in, the radicalism of the government. If I was to put it nice and succinctly in one sentence, that's basically the root of the problem.
The ability to do that is so important.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made that short and sweet. Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm a message. Hold on. Let me keep this.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
All right, so why was I told to react to this? This is gonna get hairy.
Got on it and like they'll just like go into random rants, but like that's basically the problem. Like right now, this war in Iran, like we are fighting that for the. And anyone that disagrees with me, go ahead and search Marco Rubio, search, preemptive attack, and you're gonna see Marco Rubio admits he probably shouldn't have admitted.
Bro! Yes, we are going to war now with Iran because of the. It's totally not because Iran directly stated that their goal is to develop a nuclear.
Bro, there's no way he said that talking about the nuclear fucking shit again. For years that we're inheriting 60% of uranium. Bro, they had the pieces of the nuclear bomb in front of them and they didn't do it for years. If they wanted to make a nuke and conquer the world, they could have done it. But they didn't do it. Like, it's like this logic is retarded. The logic you're trying having in your head, bro. It's so dumb.
What does it say in the State Department? The United States is engaged in this conflict at the request of and in collective
I got to the
self-defense
point where I'm gonna get headaches.
of its ally. Like, bro, it doesn't get, this comes from the State Department website, official government website. You guys want more receipts? Dude, this is all I do, bro. Like, this guy doesn't understand who, like, bro, this guy clearly doesn't know.
And so the president made the very wise, we knew that
Let me turn this up for you guys. I got receipts on receipts.
there was going to be an, and so the president
I should
made
have
the
a
very
bigger bottle. I should have a bottle instead of a cup.
wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces, and we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we...
Oh, seems as though it matches right up with what the State Department put on their website and the Secretary of State right here. You guys want, hey, Nuaxo, whatever your name is. What is this?
American forces, and so the president made the very wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an action.
Okay, so they knew it was coming.
So they knew they were going to attack first.
That would precipitate an
With or without us, and they knew that the Iranians would hit.
Yeah, I would have guessed they would attack Iran even if they wouldn't have support of America. Oh, interesting.
Both of us back if they did it.
Attack against American forces.
They warned America about this before.
Forces, and we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before...
Oh, preemptively!
Before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about...
Too easy, chat. Too easy.
Bro.
Too easy.
Nuclear weapon to obliterate us, and also the fact that they had sent direct us. We are going to war now with Iran because of the... It's totally not because Iran directly stated that their goal is to develop a nuclear weapon to obliterate us, and also the fact that they had 60% enriched uranium that they lied about.
They started
First of all, they never lied. For years. Since the GPOA ended because of Trump and Israel, by the way. They are the ones who ended that shit. Since the GPOA ended because of those retards, they were enriching 60% of uranium, not uranium, what the fuck? Uranium for years. They had the pieces of the nuclear bomb in front of them. If they really wanted to make a nuclear bomb, they would have done it. But why didn't they do it if you claim to say that they have nuclear bombs? To be able to make a nuclear bomb, you need to earn 90% of the uranium. They were at 60%. There's no nuclear bomb here. I don't know what the fuck you want about. You're retarded. You're not a Zionist, stupid. Clearly try to brainwash and have this stupid fucking ass propaganda. Liar.
The uranium after the JCPOA went down. Once Trump pulled out in 2018, that's when they started enriching uranium at a higher level. Okay? So you don't know what you're talking about, number one.
No, it's nothing, bro.
And you're going to see Marco Rubio search, he's laughing when I showed the receipts. Interesting. Preemptive attack. And you're going to see Marco Rubio admits he probably shouldn't have admitted.
Bro! Yes. We are going to war now with Iran because of the... It's totally not because Iran directly stated that their goal is to develop a nuclear weapon to obliterate us, and also the fact that they had 60%...
When did they say that? Because last time I checked, Ali Khamenei did a fatwa that having nuclear weapons is haram, okay?
Enriched uranium that they lied about. It totally has nothing to do with that.
No, they told us they had the highly enriched uranium.
They never lied.
Aragachi told Steve Witkoff that we have enriched uranium and we can build warheads. They literally told us that because you were using it as a negotiating chip.
It's because of the... Man, these guys are awesome.
Admitted this, but
why am I not married? Why am I fat?
Okay, buddy.
I don't have children.
Can't engage with the argument. And then he said they're trying to build a nuclear weapon. Okay, I think Tulsi Gabbard, who has a
this guy is
broader
retarded,
knowledge
bro.
on this topic and a very high security clearance, literally the director of national intelligence. Let's see what she has to say.
Iran's cyber operations and capabilities also present a serious threat to U.S. networks and data. The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khamenei...
Wait, what was that? They were not creating a nuclear weapon. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I accidentally clicked Windows.
...has not authorized the nuclear weapons program. He continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khamenei has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003.
Bro, they literally said that they were against nuclear bombs. Their own government of Iran were against nuclear bombs. They were never building one. I'm like, bro.
Chad, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is probably one of the worst whoopings I've ever given a Zionist recent times. This is why she's getting fired, by the way, chat, because she told the truth, and that's not what Trump wanted to hear. Tulsi Gabbard is the current director of national intelligence. You know what the director of national intelligence maintains? She oversees all of the intelligence agencies. The CIA and everyone else has to report to her, and then she passed that information over to Trump. If the DNI, the person that has the most classified information of our country, the biggest secrets that Iran doesn't have a nuclear bomb, I'll go with what she says, especially when she has every incentive to lie to support
Come
Trump.
back in a second. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. For some reason my dog was on some demon shit. What the fuck? We're like growling and shit. What the heck? Fucking got to calm down. What the fuck? Didn't even do anything. Just growling and shit. What the Jesus.
The concept about they do have nuclear weapons. They don't. So this guy, once again, is wrong. Going to attack the Iranians no matter what. And if the Iranians warned the United States and Iran, and that if either or the United States attacked Iran, they were going to retaliate against both. So when they said we're gonna,
oh, I got it, because Iran said that if attacks us, we're gonna start killing Americans. All right, we're going to war with them, and it's all Israel's fault for attacking them or something.
Yeah, because Israel's gonna attack with or without us. Marco Rubio literally just admitted that.
My guy,
I showed the receipt already.
You do realize Iran attacked first many times, right?
Okay, when?
So, but Israel's never allowed to attack back, or then Iran is gonna bomb America. Like, do you understand what this logic is?
When did Iran attack first? Last time I checked, they've been attacking them first all the time, doing covert operations, bombing their embassy in Damascus. Like what? And as a matter of fact, the reason why Israel is terrified of Iran now is because Iran finally grabbed their nuts and hit Israel back during the 12-day war. And that's what made them say, we got to go back to war again, because these guys can actually fuck us up. They actually started showing their capabilities during the 12-day war. So once again, you're wrong. These have been trying to antagonize and bomb the Iranians for 5 years. They bombed an embassy in Syria, dude. That's an act of war. Are you
Oh, it's the Israelis' fault that we're in this war because Iran threatened to kill us. Because
yes, the main problem in the Middle East, and they are one of the biggest reasons why the Middle East is so unstable, and they want it that way. And this has been something they've been working on since the 1990s. Chad, should I show proof? I don't know if I should show proof, or we just keep going.
Show
I know we got a lot of new people that are watching right now.
Show the receipts.
It's
Come on, bro.
Fault that we're in this war because Iran threatened to kill us, because after Iran launched terror attacks against Israel retaliated, now Iran wants to bomb America. Okay.
Attack no matter what. They can't attack America. They don't have ballistic missiles that reach 10,000 kilometers, dude. Like, they would need them to have long, like super long range. They don't have intercontinental ballistic missiles. That dragged us into the war. That is why Trump had to get involved and, go ahead and get involved in this war. And now we're in a political quagmire, bro. Because
bro, we are in a really strong political position right now.
Really? Is this the golden age? $105 for a barrel of oil? This is is a good position. Strait of Hormuz closed. Gulf states no longer trust us. Military bases destroyed. 13 dead servicemen. This is a strong political position. Really?
Fucking retard.
Look, Fox News is going to tell you we're winning the war. We are losing this war in every single way. Do not.
Oh my god. This is like the third world argument, bro. There's an AI video of underground missile cities taking down the USS Abraham
It's not
Lincoln,
even.
my god.
What do you mean AI? What? What do you mean AI?
We are losing
I'm not referring to that.
the war.
Follow for the propaganda. Okay. What this guy doesn't understand is that war is conducted to effectuate a political end or a political solution. If diplomacy doesn't work, you go to war, okay? Wars are fought to get a political outcome. If you cannot get the political outcome, aka your strategic victory, you lost the war. The United States went to war for 3 main reasons. They changed the goalposts later, but the 3 original reasons were this: their ballistic missile program, the proxies, and the nuclear program. Guess what? All 3 of those things are still intact. But
They're
Trump
still
and Marco
intact,
Rubio
yeah.
want a W so bad, they're saying we destroyed their Navy. Nobody cares. We destroyed
Nobody
the Air
cares.
Force. Nobody
No
cares.
cares.
The 3 reasons you guys went to war are still up and running right now. And the Strait of Hormuz is closed. And that is why that's why Trump is trying to negotiate to get the strait back open, which that in of itself is a strategic failure from Fox News, because it's
True.
important for people to understand. And I know some people in your chat might not be aware of this stuff, so I'll kind of like explain this in a simple way.
All right, explain to me how we're losing the war with Iran. You know, the country that's literally begging us to make some sort of deal with them because they're...
They're not. America's the one fucking begging. Because they're in the shitty position.
Oh, it's us that's begging to make the deal. And we started begging literally since the beginning of this war. We went to Italy first to try to make it happen, and the Iranians said no. And they're not going to make a deal with us until they have reassurances. See, the thing that this doesn't understand is that we're fighting an optional war. The Iranians are fighting a mandatory war. When you're fighting a war to exist, you're going to go way harder than the country that is optional. This is why when we went to Afghanistan, to Iraq, right, to Vietnam, now Iran, the defending country is fighting for their existence.
They're absolutely
So they are going to go 10 times harder.
They got eviscerated militarily. They lost all their leaders at the same time.
Yeah, but America is losing economically, politically. You want me to keep going? Gas prices are up, food prices are up, energy prices
I
are
want to
up,
see what was happening.
drink prices are up. All the like you want to keep going? I think you're losing on every spectrum at this point.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Like this guy's stupid. Like, bro, this guy is the biggest fucking Jewish retard I've ever seen. Like, I've seen Jewish people that are stupid, Zionists, but you're somehow the biggest one of them all somehow. I thought there was nothing worse than what I've seen, but now you are the worst one. Like, I'm sorry. You are.
They run a mosaic defense. Anyone that understands geopolitics knows this. A mosaic
Like-
defense is it's a strategy that the Iranians utilize where everything is decentralized because they watched how fucking Saddam Hussein got toppled in a top-heavy type military infrastructure. So they have the mosaic defense where even if they are decapitated from a leadership perspective, every component of the IRGC has their marching orders of where they're going to bomb. Okay, and the only person that can stop them is the supreme leader. So this is why after they were attacked, within 1 hour, they were shooting rockets right back at Israel and the United States within 1 hour. So wrong yet again. Hey guys, by the way, for you guys that are watching on YouTube, man, come on over, get ready to come on over to Kick here soon. I'm gonna drop the link for you guys.
And also currently they're losing $500 million a day because of an oil blockade, to the point that all of the
Oil
world...
Okay, let's be honest here. You have no fucking oil blockade. What you want about, bro? There's more ships going through than being blocked. So I don't think they're losing. Like what?
Oil energy was rerouted to...
They're getting, number one, they're getting ships through. That's number one.
Like
Number
what?
two, they can go for this a lot longer because we only blocked off the blockade only blocks, let me show you guys this on the map. The blockade, even though it doesn't get everything, blocks this area. But guess what? Iran's a big country. Oh, what is this? Oh, the Caspian
what?
Sea. Oh, who's connected
wow.
to Caspian Sea? Oh, Russia. Oh, okay. Oh,
they can
man.
go from. We can go from the north. Interesting, isn't it? Isn't it? Another retard trying to make another point that makes no sense. Bro, they can go from the north. They can they can legit go for the north and continue to sell oil over there. And do their business that they need to do. Like, is this guy stupid? Like what? Like what?
Oh wow. Oh wow. So you're telling me that Russia can use the Caspian Sea to support it? Oh. Interesting. See, if this guy knew a little bit of geography, he wouldn't say something so. That's why this blockade is a fuck failure. He doesn't know that Iran literally can still go through this area, which we don't control, okay? He doesn't know that Iran produces 80% of its own food. If he knew a little bit of geography, he wouldn't say something so
purchasing it from the United States instead of them. All right, explain to me.
Wars are fought to, let's see here,
to the point that all of the world's oil energy was rerouted to purchasing it from the United States instead of them. All right, explain to me.
Here's the thing. People don't want to buy American oil because it's too expensive. And what ends up happening when it's expensive, everyone suffers, except for obviously the elite oil producers. Wars are, it's not a W to make oil less available. Fought to impose your political whim on another group of people.
Or because you don't want the other group of people to nuke you.
From a strategic, yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot. This guy's an
really?
idiot.
What is this?
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khamenei has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that.
All right, shut the f up, buddy. Purpose.
This guy's
or
an
you
idiot,
just don't want them to nuke you.
This
that guy's such an idiot.
The Strait of
This
Hormuz
guy's
was
such a
open.
fucking idiot.
All the base.
Yeah, that they could have closed at any time, you know, because they're terrorists. Just like
the fact that they could have closed it at any time and they didn't actually shows that they're fairly measured and reasonable.
now they're bombing civilian ships. They could have bombed civilian ships whenever they wanted. You didn't want these guys to have some sort of. Imagine if they had a nuclear weapon. We would never reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
Bro, this guy is a retard.
Actually, them closing the Strait
Bro, how are people like this not in prison? That's what I'm looking at. People like this are lying to everybody and brainwashing everybody just shows that these people need to be in prison. I'm sorry. People that tell the truth, they go to prison, but people that tell lies, they don't go to prison. Where's the logic?
Hormuz is actually more effective than a nuclear bomb, if we're going to be very honest. Because guess what? When you drop a nuclear bomb on somebody, it really just affects that country to some degree. But when you cut off 20% of the world's energy lifeline and the ability to cut off 30 when you cut off the Red Sea with the Houthis, now you're really creating pain. So I would argue closing off the Strait of Hormuz is actually more painful than using a nuclear bomb, buddy, without all the deaths. Since we're fully functional in the Middle East, we had great relationships with our allies in the Middle East.
Still do. We have better relationships right now with our
No,
allies.
we don't. They're getting attacked because of the fucking American bases. If they didn't have that shit there, they would never be attacked. Why is this guy smoking some fat-ass fucking dick and coffee at the same time? Jesus Christ.
It's in the Middle East.
No.
Yeah, what? You scat it. Okay,
Well,
need to
it would
stop.
kill a human. If we take it from the lore, it would kill a human.
Let's keep going.
Fuck it.
No, we
Jesus
don't.
Christ.
No, we don't. Are you? This guy, yo, this is so frustrating that like this guy speaks of as he knows.
Is it a sleep or a bait? Just one.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Puff.
Strong.
Yeah, bro, you die. But you die.
The fact that a human can die, it's a big puff.
Bro, it's because they are fucking dinosaurs in that game, bro. They are, well, physically
superior.
Different. So yeah.
Superior, yes.
Different.
Superior. There's no difference. They're superior. Let's be honest. They are superior. I mean, they run faster. They're 10 times stronger, probably. I mean, their intelligence. I mean, in the game, they are. I don't know because, like, they have.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the strength in speed, 100%. They're better. 100%. You cannot deny this shit, bro. But when it comes to intelligence, I don't know. I guess technically because they are the ones that run the world, so I guess so. So I guess they are more intelligent, I guess. But let's keep going.
So, Carfe. Yes.
Yeah, let's keep going.
What he's talking about? Hey, dude. The United States came out with another proposal. You know what's on that new proposal for Iran? That they will pull out the Middle East. The only reason that the United States would admit that they're going to pull out the Middle East is because the Gulf states don't want them anymore. Because our military bases in the region are the precise reason why they're getting attacked now. Also, these military bases cost billions of dollars to build and maintain. Do you think the Gulf states are going to let us rebuild military bases?
You gonna go?
Yeah, it's night. It's night.
Okay, bro. I mean, it's midnight for a couple of hours, but.
Non, for me, night now is 12. Avant, c'était 2h du mat. Maintenant, c'est.
How does that make sense? So, it starts becoming night at 8 now because summer hours.
When I sleep.
But for you, it's okay. I understand now. When it comes night, it's when you fucking sleep. It makes no sense, but okay.
So yeah, me, now it's 12. Avant, c'était 2
I mean, there's still 5 minutes, so not really 12.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go.
Okay, bro.
Somehow
Should
don't
I?
feel
Okay,
tired.
before you go, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Yeah.
At least you know.
Tired.
Let's see. Can you load quicker, please? Jesus Christ. Tomorrow is. You're gonna love this. It's 7 Days to Die.
So I don't do anything. Great.
No, play the fucking game, bro. Because tomorrow we're gonna do a lot. We're gonna do the final skyscraper. We're gonna check out the radioactive area after, because I want to see how the radioactive area, like the new shit. And forgot we're gonna do one more thing, but I forgot how it's called. Okay, I'm gonna probably remember tomorrow. But we're gonna do the final skyscraper, which is the biggest one, and I need your help for that one. I cannot do that shit alone, that's for sure. And we're gonna check out the radioactive area. That's pretty much what we're gonna do. We're gonna find out the hardest places there is in that area, and then we're gonna do those, or like at least locate them. And then, like we're gonna like adventure, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. So see you.
Okay, bro. See you. Yeah, tomorrow. It's still 5 minutes. Yeah, see you tomorrow, bro. Okay, there you go, guys. It's only me and you.
Bases in their region,
Me and you guys.
which will invite more Iranian aggression? No, dude. We're gonna have to leave the region after this. The only way that we'll be able to keep military bases there is we will have to do a regime change of Iran, and that ain't happening. Okay, that's not happening. Trying to invade Iran is a suicide mission. Okay, there's a reason why they haven't been dominated for years, and this can just be shown by going on a map. Okay, right here we have the significant mountain range. It's the oh man, it starts with a K. I know the Alborz Mountains over here, so it's almost impossible to invade from the north. And then these are called the oh my god, sorry guys, brain fart, Zagros. Excuse me, sorry guys, I haven't slept. I think I'm doing pretty good for not sleeping for over 24 hours. So the Zagros Mountains. So Iran is almost impossible to invade, buddy. Okay, so we're not gonna do a regime change. And if we can't do a regime change, that means the Gulf states cannot allow us to stay in their region without them getting blown up. So yeah, dude, we're gonna have to pull out. And the United States has already almost conceded that point.
What are you talking about? Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and are all working together with us against Iran. We are in literally,
and we're still losing. That's pretty embarrassing.
And the fact that you're losing is funny. You have all that firepower, and you have America on top of that, and somehow you're still losing. That's very embarrassing.
To Kick. Come on over to Kick, guys. I'm getting off YouTube.
All the money, all the power that you all have, and somehow you're still fucking losing. It shows how fucking embarrassing all of you are. I'm sorry. You have to be honest here.
Right now. We're going to keep cooking this. And I'm telling Tactone right now to set up a debate.
We have stronger alliances with all of these countries right now.
No, we have weaker alliances because we can't protect them. We actually prioritize protecting them.
The fact you cannot protect them, it just shows that the alliance you have and the connection you had with those countries has weakened. You're like, that's the proof of it. The fact that you didn't manage to protect it. What you're supposed to protect. When you're supposed to fucking protect. That's the thing.
Over all the Gulf states. They're pissed off right now, dude. Mohammed bin Salman, aka MBS, the guy that runs Saudi Arabia, literally is getting Zelensky to come and help him with drones. He's pushing the Pakistanis to basically enforce their defensive pact that they signed with them earlier when they were bombed by Qatar. What are you talking about, bro? All the Gulf states are starting to realize that the aura of American protection in the Middle East is kind of a fantasy. It's not real. Because now that the rubber's meeting the road, we're not doing our job
now than we ever have before.
All right, guys, switch over. We're killing YouTube right now. Come on over to Kick Ninjas. And we weren't that pissed off at NATO. Since the war's begun.
Getting pissed off at NATO is a good thing, actually. NATO, all right, we pay for 70% of NATO's we are 70% of NATO's military. I don't want us to be part of NATO at all. Oh, but France and England.
It doesn't matter. Well, that's not the point. The point is that we're losing our reputation on the international stage. Okay? If your reputation deteriorates, your credibility deteriorates, and that is very important when
this guy, bro. You need to get your fucking information, your knowledge straight up, bro. Go Google, bro. Go do whatever you need to do because you. Oh, you are in some fucking deep ass drugs that you how you don't know, you know nothing, bro. It's fucking incredible.
We are supposed to be the world power with the reserve currency. We are undermining our own authority and our status by doing this. Okay? That is why. NATO is just one example of us undermining that position that we once had. Okay? And in a world where Russia and China are quickly catching up to us, that's not a good thing.
England have some Euro that are mad at us that we're killing terrorists. I don't care. That's a skill issue. Yeah.
20% of the world's energy has pretty much been cut off.
All right, so how does that affect us? Our energy has not been...
That's how it affects us.
How does that affect us? What? It affects you...
Because we're going to clip this up and cook this guy. Chat, I want you guys right now to type in the chat how much you pay, how much you paid for gas before the war, how much you pay now, and where you're located. Put the state and city.
Bro, how does that not affect you? America used to be 40 fucking bucks or some shit to $100. There's a 60 fucking bucks increase on fucking gas. How is that not affecting America? Retard. Bro, even I know that. And I'm not that good when it comes to oil shit. The only thing I show is the oil price. We're living in a world where trading and helping each other has become essential to the point where if there's a war and there's a war going on right now, it affects the whole world because everyone needs, because everyone needs the how can I say this? Everyone needs the resources they come from the countries that are in war. So since they need it, the prices go up. Logic. Since they're at war, this makes sense. Like, bro, how is that not affecting them? Affecting you? It makes no sense.
Or put the state, whatever you guys want. But put how much you used to pay, what you pay now, and where you live. Let's cook, man. He's saying, how does this affect us? We're about to see right now, dude. There we go. Yep. So pretty much
Bro, from $40 you went to $100. There's a... Bro, look how it affects, bro. Fucking retard.
Everyone's gas has doubled. So he has to...
It doubled, bro. They pretty much doubled.
Energy has pretty much been cut
It's
off.
fucking crazy.
All right, so how does that affect us?
Well, chat's showing that right now.
Energy has not...
And here's the scary part, guys. We only get about 10% of our oil comes from the Strait of Hormuz, and we're still getting these prices.
Been cut off. Most of our energy does not come from anywhere near there. Our energy comes from us. We got like one...
Doesn't matter. We live in a globalized world, and it affects all of us, dude.
The price is for everyone. So if the oil price goes up, it goes up also for fucking America, dumb bitch.
Of gas is an internationally influenced commodity. It's not a domestically influenced commodity, bro. It's obviously domestic situations are involved, but international events create way more volatility than domestic. So despite the fact that we might go ahead and have more oil or produce our own oil, that really doesn't have that much bearing on prices going up, because since oil is a commodity that everyone in the world needs, it's typically measured and managed from an international standpoint when it comes to pricing, not domestic.
1% of our energy from the Strait of Hormuz.
Iran has been making a bunch of money. Yes,
Iran is losing $500 million a day.
Yeah, but they made a bunch of money when they were... Well, here's the thing. Well, we don't know how much they're making now because they might have lost some, but again, dozens of vessels have got through, so we don't really know. Also, they're accepting crypto, okay? And Chinese yuan. And
I was about to say, they're getting currency from China. They're still getting money from the Strait. Even though you all have the blockade, as you say, but they're still managed to have ships to go through and get money from that. And not only that, they can go further north and sell oil over there towards Russia and get support from Russia. So they keep getting more resources and more money from there as well. So you say they're losing a lot of money and they're in debt and shit. I don't believe that.
That came through are paying $2 million a piece, and we're not catching
and
everyone.
Not only that, the fact that some ships that pass through are paying money to get through, it shows that they're not that far deep down. Let's be honest.
Than blockade. Literally, dozens have passed through, and this comes from official sources.
Making money.
So even if the United States blockades some of them, that doesn't mean that they're still not making money. Keep in mind,
they're still making
they weren't making money before at all with the Strait of Hormuz. Now they are. So it's a whole new income stream.
making money. They lost their missile factories.
They
We
didn't.
obliterated.
No, they didn't.
They
They still
didn't.
have over
They
50% of their missile capabilities. The U.S. intelligence says about 50% is probably more than that. Okay, even sources say 50%, despite them saying 90% at the beginning of the war. And there's hundreds of missile cities all across the country. Wrong again.
They have no Navy or Air Force.
That's irrelevant.
Who cares? Who cares? Their strong points is the nuke. Hello, nuclear, missiles, Strait of Hormuz. Those are the main three. Who cares about the Navy? Who gives a shit?
That's not where their power comes from.
Who cares?
Okay.
Who cares?
And again, they don't have a Navy, but the Strait of Hormuz is still closed.
That's what's more funny, is how the fuck you have the Navy that you have, and you destroy their Navy. How the fuck is the Strait of Hormuz still fucking closed? If you still have this fucking power that you have in the fucking Navy. Bro, it just makes no sense.
So this actually makes your argument weaker, Rita.
And no ability to make money because we closed off their ports.
They're still making money.
They're still making money.
Maybe they took a little bit of a hit because of the blockade, but they're absolutely still making money.
They're
still making money.
And keep in mind that they have the Caspian Sea as well, which I explained earlier.
They have the North. The fact that they're getting money from the yen, cryptocurrency. Like, bro, this guy, like, it's so sad seeing people. They have, like, God gave them this amazing instrument when it called the brain, and they are dumb like this. It's just disappointing. It's like you see this shit, and it's like some people don't need to have brains. When I see shit like this,
they don't have to go through the Strait of
Hormuz. It just shows how dumb they are.
Money dramatically. Iran is making money. I guess you could just say things at this point.
Destroy their Navy and Air Force, but that doesn't matter because that was never the problem in the first.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
It doesn't. It's never. It's not the problem in the first place. Like what?
Place. No.
It is.
The missiles, nuke, that you claim to say when it comes to the nuke part, you claim to say that it's a nuke, but I don't think so. There's proof of it that they didn't do it. They don't have it. But anyway. And it's the Straits. Like, bro.
It's a problem, actually, because one of the issues here was the fact that they might develop a nuclear weapon at some point, and we would make sure that we wanted that stopped immediately.
He suspended he continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khamenei has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003.
Immediately. All right, just understand, we wanted to make sure that gets stopped. If they have a Navy and an Air Force and ballistic missiles, it's a lot harder to stop them from developing.
The ballistic missiles is the only real thing that we cared about, and they cared about.
Nukes. So yeah, actually, that was the point.
The nuclear is a lie used to justify and garner support domestically, because the proxy argument doesn't benefit us and the ballistic missiles can't really touch us. So Trump has to sell the nuclear angle to justify the war. Now they're rushing towards a nuclear bomb.
Now they're moving towards a nuclear.
Yes, they are, because you attacked them. They never wanted to make a nuke, never. But they said that if they one day were attacked, they will fucking work to get a nuke. They literally, that's what they admitted. They said this shit. If they were never, if Israel and America never attacked Iran, they would never rush to make a nuke. And now they attacked them. Guess what to do? Huh? Weird.
Yup, they definitely are now. They definitely are now, because we killed their former leader who didn't want nuclear weapons. Now the dude in charge is his son, who has a axe to grind with us.
Nuclear bomb? Now that they have no leadership or military, now
they do have a leadership.
They still do.
And even if they didn't have a leadership, it doesn't matter because they have the mosaic defense, like I explained before. They can literally have all the top heads killed and still be able to fight. They designed their military this way, so you're wrong yet again.
This guy is
like, are we being serious?
Allies in the Gulf are pissed off at us.
Our allies in the Gulf love us. They hate.
No, they don't.
They don't. They're pissed off.
Literally,
what are
they're
you on about?
losing money hand over
They're
fist.
fucking pissed off.
If you're
bro.
gonna claim that Iran is losing all this money, the Gulf states have lost 10x that.
Iran, and they're telling us to finish the job.
All of our military bases in the region are gone. Yeah, you're right. They are saying to finish the job, but we can't. You're absolutely right, actually. They are saying finish the job and effectuate regime change. We can't, though. And that's the problem.
This guy is on some drugs.
That would require boots on the ground, and we're not doing that. And if we do, it's going to be really bad for us. And quite frankly, now Iran has us by the balls because they're like, look, we're not going to negotiate with you guys until...
Now Iran has us by the balls. Iran is begging us for negotiation.
No, we're not. America is literally the one that's begging. We are the ones trying to negotiate with a lot of countries to come to a fucking negotiation with Iran. And Iran is always saying no. How is Iran begging if Americans are the one who wants to negotiate? Like, what?
That's a lie. The United States is begging for the negotiations, and they have been since the beginning of the war. They asked Italy, and Iran told Italy, fuck off.
Begging us for a second round of talks right now.
Then that's when the Pakistanis came in later. So you guys,
And that's
lift the
back
sanctions, get your bases the fuck out of here so we lose our ability.
We don't need to capitulate to any of this. This is like this.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we
you
can't
do,
defend
bro.
the Gulf states. So what purpose is there for us to maintain bases there? They're not going to let us keep our bases there and rebuild them.
This is painful, man.
Bro,
And it's going to
this
take years
guy,
anyway
bro.
because we destroyed all the...
I hope, like, I see the amount of subscribers he has and the amount of views he gets. Bro, guys, don't, bro, unsubscribe. That's all I'm gonna say. Unfucking subscribe from this idiot. This guy is clearly a fucking dumbass. And don't watch his videos at this point. The amount of lies and the amount of retardness that it comes from this fucking guy alone just shows that what is the point of even subscribing and watching him? He's lying to all of you to your face. And he knows nothing. Clearly nothing. Bro, like what? It's like this guy's living under a rock. And if someone says, hey, the sky is green, he's gonna say, yeah, the sky is green. Like what? Like, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. And you see this, it's like... It's just disappointing. Just disappointing how humanity has come to this point. There's so many people like this retard. The stupid ass VTuber that knows nothing. Nothing. So sad. Disappointment. This is a disappointment. This is someone that clearly is a disappointment. You're a disappointment. Instead of showing the truth and nothing but the truth, and be an example of a person, you're showing the opposite, lying to everybody and being the worst of the worst. It's so disappointing seeing people like this. So disappointing.
Sophisticated radar programs that are at these bases that are put there to intercept missiles more. To be in the Middle East. You guys we're gonna continue to have people go through Strait of Hormuz and pay us, and
no one's going through the Strait of Hormuz. No one's paying them. There's a blockade.
If you, people are paying them, and like I said before, they were paying them before, and now they're also paying them with the blockade because the United States cannot actually stop every single vessel that goes through the blockade. And again, they still have access to the Caspian Sea. Wrong yet again, buddy. You don't. We're just gonna keep attacking your allies in the Gulf, make you look weak, and
which they can't really do right now.
This war is basically done.
What do you mean? What do you mean they can't really do? Bro, this guy is... I wish I could meet him and punch him, bro. To, like... Not to attack him because I want to be violent. Or contrary, no. I don't... I actually don't get into violence. But to wake him up. To realize, bro, wake up. What, like what the fuck are you saying? From the start of the war, they've been attacking everyone non-stop. What are you on about? Just on the ceasefire they stopped, but after the dumb shit that Trump decided to do, which is the blockade that they put on the Hormuz, in the Strait of Hormuz, which does nothing by the way still, but okay, they decided, okay, you want to do that? Let's go then. We're not going to have no more negotiations. Fuck the fucking ceasefire. We're going to attack everyone again. I just want to stop this guy so he can open his eyes and realize that he's stupid. And he needs to actually fucking do research and understand that he's so fucking wrong to the point where, holy shit, I don't think even God can help you at this point.
Launched over 1,000 projectiles at the UAE, dude. What are you talking about? They've destroyed every single military base in the region. What are you talking about? Is 10 plus US bases cooked, created an energy crisis. It's humiliated us.
It's not affecting us, this quote unquote.
It is.
It's not affecting us. Did I not just show my chat where everyone is paying double for their gas? Are you dude? See, this is the problem with these people, man. Like, these guys don't live in reality. They just don't live in reality. Bro's
energy crisis
politically because we can't even defend our allies that we
humiliated us politically, that we were able to obliterate one of the largest threats in the region. All right, the largest
we didn't obliterate them.
Exporter of terrorism in the world.
How they obliterate if they can still defending themselves? Use the Strait of the Hormuz to create an energy crisis. and still attack, like, I'd say 6 or 7 different countries at the same time. Yeah, we obliterated them, guys.
World, we were able to obliterate them.
Israel's the biggest exporter of terrorism in the world, by far, especially in the region. They've killed more people than Hezbollah, Hamas, and the IRGC combined.
With taking minimal losses in like a couple of days. Are you being serious?
You took more loss. You took more, bro. Israel and America took more L's than Iran. What are you on about?
IDF literally did a genocide, bro. What are you talking about? The IDF literally kills kids every day in Gaza.
They took more L's.
It's made us look like clowns, and then we're spending an enormous amount of money to fight this war, like $2 billion a day.
That we literally spent more on Somali scammers than we did on this war. This guy's talking.
Is this guy? Did he just say that the Somali scam? Okay.
Talking about how NATO doesn't like us anymore. We spent $350 billion on the Ukraine war. Which doesn't affect.
Which is another retard thing that they've done, which was so fucking stupid. But you know, that's another story.
Which doesn't benefit.
No, we did not.
I mean, you didn't. They didn't spend to the point of that, but they did spend shit. They did spend, yes, but not to the point of 350 billion. Bro, what the fuck you want about?
Clever, right? It's a charity, all right? What are we even talking about?
So strategically speaking,
dude, look at that. Even chat is cooking this guy. I can't believe it.
Because his chat don't know about any of this. Tactone doesn't talk foreign policy and geopolitical affairs. His chat doesn't know what they're talking about. I cooked a couple people in his chat.
Dude, I'm literally shocked. Oh my God, this is insane. Look at chat.
An enormous amount of money to fight this war, like $2 billion a day.
No, they're not. Saudi and every other country joined us.
Hey, so
they didn't. What? They never did. They were never part of the fucking thing. But because of the bases, they got attacked, so they have to at some point defend themselves, don't you think? Like what? They're not joining your side, they're trying to defend their asses. That's it.
Technically speaking, we are
third world cope. This is China.
All right, so what did this say a second ago?
Literally shocked. It's a charity. NATO doesn't like us anymore. We spent $350 billion on the Ukraine war. Which doesn't affect us at all. Which doesn't benefit us in any way.
Okay, so here's the actual numbers. So based on data, the United States is spending.
Hey, yeah, let me zoom in. How do you zoom in? I forgot how to zoom in. I did forget to zoom in. Fuck. Okay, this is embarrassing, not gonna lie. But I think you guys can see it, right? So 350 billion, right? What?
Really more on the.
What does this say there? 1 to 2 per day. So the total estimated exceeded 330? 30? So 350, right? And it says 30 right there. Okay. There's the daily costs right there. So in total spend was 30 billion. Then there was the additional funding, which was 300 billion. So if you had to add, it's 230. So where's the 350, bro?
Conflict in Iran than it did during the height of its support for Ukraine, with a new Middle East conflict costing roughly $1 billion to $2 billion per day. Oh, seems like I was right.
And by the way, this is Iran. So Iran is 230, right? Ukraine. Let's see here.
Right. So the U.S. has spent more on the Iran war in its first 3 weeks than it sent to Ukraine.
Bro, there's literally a summary right there from Google. It says that U.S. spent more money in the Iran war than in the first 3 weeks than Ukraine the whole year. There's literally, Google literally saying that publicly to everyone. You cannot make this shit up, bro.
In the same full years of that conflict. So in a month, pretty much, almost 2 months, we spent more than in 4 years.
In a month, you spend more than the whole year in the Ukraine war. There's literally a proof right there.
Years. Yet again, this guy's wrong.
There's literally proof right there. There's literally a phrase that says U.S. spent more on the Iran war in the first 3 weeks than Ukraine full year. I think just those words are more than, you know, true, because it comes from Google, right? Like let's be honest here. Like what the fuck? It makes it. That's what I say, bro. People like that VTuber, they need to be in jail. They lying to everyone. They're just lying to fucking everyone. Those people are the ones that actually need to be in jail. They're lying and brainwashing everyone instead of actually showing the facts like he's doing right now. You went to Google. It's a simple Google search. Simple Google search. There you go. US is spending more money in the Iran war in its first 3 weeks than it sent to Ukraine in some full years of that conflict. So they spend more money in the first 3 weeks than some full years of the conflict in Ukraine. Bro.
Wrong and debunked with receipts. Guys, this is the greatest whooping I've ever given a Zionist, dude.
This guy
if
is
this guy
retarded.
actually accepts the debate against me, he's going to get embarrassed. Like, this is bad. I am literally fact-checking and destroying every single point.
Yeah, he's shown everything. You say shit and you don't even Google, you don't even show the facts, you don't even show anything. You just say shit to say shit and that's it. How are people supposed to fucking believe you if you keep lying like this? Such a liar, bro.
That he's making
whatsoever. Right? It's a charity. All right. What are we even talking about?
So strategically speaking,
dude, look at even chat is cooking this guy. I can't believe it. Oh, dude, I'm literally.
Yeah, no offense, but Tectone's chat is
really shocked. Holy.
His audience doesn't know and or care about because Tectone this amount of money to fight this war, like $2 billion.
No, they're not. Saudi and every other country joined us.
Hey, so strategically speaking, we are
third world cope.
Yes, we destroyed their air force, but that doesn't matter because their ballistic missile program is the real danger, and there's hundreds of them.
I thought you just said that there was no danger. Like this dude was just talking about Iran is not actually a threat, but the real danger is the ballistic.
Yes, it's a threat to it. It's a threat to it. I literally just said this. Their ballistic missile program is a threat to it, and the proxies are a threat to it. However, that is not a threat to the United States, so Trump has to use the nuclear angle to justify the war against Iran. Because saying they're gonna get nukes is a very alarming, justification that will perk up the ears of Americans. That's easy to sell politically. It's not easy to sell, we need to get rid of these paramilitary organizations in the Middle East, or we need to get rid of these ballistic missiles that can't reach the homeland. He has to use the nuclear angle to justify the war.
Ballistic missiles that we haven't touched?
Underground, that we don't have the bunker busters to get into and destroy. And even if we destroy one or two of them, it doesn't matter. There's hundreds of them all over the country. Iran's a big country, bro. It's like the size of Western Europe with 90 million people, and they have an army that's 1 million people. And we're not going to effectuate the regime change that they want without boots on the ground. So it'd be in Iraq.
So we're not doing that. We don't have boots on the ground. That wasn't the objective.
But to do a regime change, we need boots on the ground. That's my point. You need boots on the ground to effectuate a regime change. You can, dude, every military analyst knows this. You cannot do a regime change without boots on the ground because air power alone will not get you that desired effect. You need to put boots on the ground to occupy the country, stabilize it, then you leave. We tried this with Iraq and failed. So could you imagine if we tried this with Iran, which has a bigger military, a real military, but like 10?
Obviously, I would love it if the regime changed because these guys are terrorists that have been massacring their own people. But that is not the objective.
And massacre their own people.
This guy needs to be in prison.
On October 7th, they killed their own people on the worst day in their history. Times worse. So to not get hostages caught.
We're not putting boots on the ground.
Strategically speaking, we are losing this war in every single way because we can't refute anything, just laughs.
Nux, you were called out. You have to.
Yeah, chat, for those of you that are wondering, yes, this guy's a jerk.
React to this. You've been destroyed.
No wonder he's acting like this, bro. The Jews always act like this. They say shit and they don't even show no proof. They don't even do a Google search. They don't show any documents. They show nothing. They just say shit to say shit. Myron, on the other hand, says something, Google says something, goes to Wikipedia, goes say something, goes to a fucking news. Bro, he shows everything. Goes to maps, so he shows everything. Bro, he shows everything. You don't even do that. You do nothing. You say shit, you laugh, you act like a retard. You show no proof.
Facts and logic. Oh boy.
We are worse off right now than we were prior to the war. And now
oh my God. We are a self-sufficient country that has our energy actually working for us. We are exporting oil around.
Self-sufficient country, but somehow the gas prices are doubled. Where's the logic? None.
Around the world right now, China is on their knees, backstabbing their own allies in Iran.
How are they backstabbing if they're getting oil pretty much for free? By using their cryptocurrency. And not only that, they're backing Iran with their technology, their military technology, that counters American technology, by the way. What is this guy saying? Like, like... Yeah, this guy needs to be in jail.
Begging
That's what I'm
us for
saying.
oil. All right.
Yeah, you're. Number one, China is the leader when it comes to renewable energy. Okay, they are not as dependent on oil as we are, despite the fact that they have a much bigger.
And there's that point as well. That is true. I did forget that. They're very good when it comes to renewable energy. They're so good. They're like at, I think they're 50%. They're close to 50% renewable energy. That's impressive. That's very fucking impressive. Not gonna lie, that's very impressive.
Country and a bigger population. Okay, we're gonna go from like a per capita perspective. Okay, volatility in oil markets affect us more than China. Okay, they're way ahead of us when it comes to electric cars and renewable energy. There's a reason why Chinese electric cars are not sold in America. It would put Tesla out of fucking business. All right, that's number one. And then what was the other claim you made?
Backporting oil around.
Oh yeah, and now he's also talking about China being on its knees. Actually, no, we're on our knees, and I'll tell you why. China controls like 90% of the precious earth minerals that are utilized, okay, to make chips and to make magnets that could take high temperatures like dysprosium. China controls all of that. All right. Unfortunately,
bruh.
The United States has moved manufacturing out of the U.S. and passed it on to other countries. This has put us in a very precarious situation. This is why Trump threatened to invade Greenland. Do you know why he threatened to invade Greenland? Because Greenland has the minerals, it's rich in the minerals that we need to maintain our infrastructure, and Trump realizes that the United States is heavily dependent on China for these minerals. So what China is doing is they are becoming self-sufficient when it comes to energy. They're building and investing in other countries and being pragmatic. They're building alliances and relationships, not getting into wars. And that's how they're influencing the world. Meanwhile, we're starting wars all over the fucking place and running gunboat diplomacy, which quite frankly only works when you're the hegemon. But in a multipolar world where the gap is closing ever so much every year, we can't do some of the reckless shit that we do.
The world right now, China is on their knees, backstabbing their own allies in Iran, begging us for oil.
Yeah, they're not at all.
We are in a weaker position.
That's a lie.
Such a lie,
this is unbridled levels of code.
Yeah, they're still getting energy. They're still getting oil from Iran, dude. And why are they getting oil from Iran? Because it's cheap. Because Iran's sanctioned, idiots. So why would they buy expensive oil from us when they can continue to get it from Iran? We're trying to negotiate for pre-war conditions.
We're not negotiating for pre-war conditions.
Yes,
what are you
are.
even talking about?
Yeah, we're trying to open up the Strait of Hormuz. That's a pre-war condition.
You're trying to open the strait.
Negotiate for pre-war conditions. Like this dude's you lost the war.
But that's not what's happening. No one's negotiating for pre-war
Yes,
conditions.
you are.
Yes, he's been complaining about the Strait of Hormuz being open every single time. First he says it doesn't matter to us. Then he says I'm going to destroy the civilization unless the Strait of Hormuz is open. Then he's saying on Easter Day, these guys get the Strait of Hormuz open, mentions Allah. Like, this guy's just so wrong.
Don't even know what they're negotiating
Doesn't know what he's talking about.
for. But you literally don't even know what they're negotiating for. It'll probably end up with Iran digging up their own cooked uranium and delivering it to us on a silver platter. All right?
No, that's not going to happen.
No, that's never going to
happen. If they were
bro.
to actually hand over the uranium, it's going to go to one of their allies, more than likely China or Russia or Pakistan.
I have no idea.
It's not going to go to the U.S.
This is
not directly.
painful.
Yep.
That's a very interesting perspective.
Tectone, who doesn't know anything about foreign policy. I'm not saying that as a rogue.
And neither do you. And neither do you.
You
The difference
know
between you and
nothing,
Tectone is at least Tectone admits that he doesn't know. You pretend to know, which I would argue is far worse. I've debunked every single one of your points during this reaction.
I think foreign policy is, for your average citizen, kind of irrelevant.
I
think that the
it's
correct
very
position.
unfortunate there's human beings like this. Like at least you could have, after the amount of arguments that you've said, you could have went for a Google search and showed everybody there's a proof. The fact you didn't even know that, and you didn't even do that, you didn't even show the proof, just shows how big of a lie you are. I'm sorry. If you want to make an argument, right? Show proof. Don't just say shit to say shit. It's just stupid. It's fucking stupid. Statistics, documents, news, like go search. Don't just say shit and then you say, oh, laugh, and then laugh like bro. No wonder, bro, you're such a loser. Sad loser, bro. Jew Zionist sad fucking loser. So sad, bro. Your disappointment. You're such a disappointment, unfortunately.
Most Americans should have on Middle East is like, yeah, I don't care. I just don't want them to kill us. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, you're a fuck. This dude's a bro. I don't care. I just don't want them to kill us. You're
so dumb, bro.
It's actually nuts.
It's so dumb.
And I think that's a perfectly reasonable position.
Bro, we're like at 60% of the video. I really don't want to watch the rest, bro. But I have a headache. I get to the point where I have a headache by listening to this fucking retard. I've never seen someone so stupid ever. And I've met a lot of stupid people, by the way. I've met so many. And you somehow you're the king of them somehow. You're the worst. Somehow you became. It's incredible how you became the best stupid person ever. How are you the best stupid person? How? You have to have. So sad. And these are the people that have big influence, by the way, in social media. These lying ass pieces of shit. While people that say the truth and actually have proof, have shown documents, went towards journalism and shown like a bunch of shit, they get no recognition. And then people that lie and have the audacity to lie to everyone, just they get everything. It's fucking crazy.
So why doesn't America just nuke the fuck out of them?
Guys, like this dude right here, just so you guys know, like most Americans are like Tectone and like don't know anything about foreign policy, and then you get to the next level where you get like this guy right here, this anime that'll say, oh, I know about foreign policy, and then say all the garbage you guys just heard. I've debunked every single one of his points with irrefutable evidence. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and it's actually painful. And it's sad that he has 112,000 views on this video, which is just a bunch of Zionist propaganda.
All right.
It's
That's
so
a good
sad.
question, Tectone. It's because America doesn't want to kill innocent people, and most of. All right, I think that's a perfectly reasonable position.
Wait, so are they terrorists or are they innocent? It's incredible you have this argument throughout the whole fucking reaction, and you say, hey, they're terrorists. That's why you need to stop Iran. But now you're saying there's innocent people. So are they terrorists or they're innocent? Fucking dumbass, bro.
So why doesn't America just nuke the fuck out of them?
All right. That's a good question, Tectone. It's because America doesn't want to kill innocent people, and most.
No, they don't care about that. On day one, they blew up a school and killed 170.
And then there you go. There's also that. I did forget about that, by the way. America literally sent a missile that killed a bunch of girls in a school, bro. They bombed the school. Like, bro, you cannot come here and have this argument that they want to kill innocent people, when in the first week of the war, that's exactly what they did. They killed a bunch of little girls from a school.
Little girls.
And they have and there's videos of it. It has been proven that it came from America, and the Americans have the audacity to say sorry. They have no audacity, bro. They said nothing. They didn't even say sorry. They didn't even say it was our mistake. Nothing. They stayed quiet, said nothing. Fucking disappointment.
They definitely don't care about that. They dropped the fucking Tomahawk missile on a school, okay?
The Iranian people are just wonderful people that are oppressed by an Islamic terrorist organization.
Yeah, you're fucking. Holy.
This guy is
You mean
stupid.
the terrorist organization that's fighting the United States right now, and pretty much the only thing keeping them from being destroyed? That Trump threatened to send them back to the Stone Age, and that he was going to destroy power plants and desalination plants, and that he was going to destroy bridges, calling it Power Plant Day. You think the Iranian people will prefer that over their own government? Even the people that hate their government are going to side with their government, because clearly we want to send them back to the Stone Age.
All right, let's see his response.
So good question. If the United States nuked Iran, this is what would happen.
All right, it would kill lots of innocent people that America is trying not to do.
No,
Shut the fuck up,
that's not.
dumbass.
Trump
Shut the fuck up,
number one asked for
dumbass.
nuclear
Shut the fuck up,
codes,
dumbass. We
a
know
couple
nothing.
days ago, so you're wrong on that one. But the real reason why they're not going to nuke is you guys are going to hear right here. They would blow up the entire Gulf. They destroyed.
Oh my god!
You
This is
do.
like the most third world cope I've ever heard in my.
You know that where the water comes from when it comes to the Gulf countries over there in the Middle East? It comes from Iran. It all comes from Iran. So if you nuke Iran, you nuke literally the water system that the whole Middle East pretty much has. Idiot. So you know what would it cause? A big fucking problem to the Middle East. It would be the end of the Middle East at this point. You fucking tard.
My life.
The desalination plants, that is what would happen. They've already proven that they can do this. They destroyed Qatar's LNG. By destroying Qatar's LNG, they pretty much stopped 20% of the world's natural gas from getting through the Strait of Hormuz. That's why, in a desperate act, the United States and Western countries lifted sanctions on Russia. They lifted sanctions on Russia to get gas
And then
plants
there's
all
this
across the Gulf.
as well.
Now, in the Gulf, desalination plants, basically what they do is they take the salt water and make it, potable and drinkable. And obviously it's in the desert, and that's where all their water comes from. If you destroy power plants and desalination plants, we're talking about a humanitarian crisis.
He thinks that if we nuke Iran, Iran will be able to obliterate the desalination plants of every single Arab.
Yes, that's the point of the nuke. The nuke does that shit. Not only you can destroy shit structurally, but radiation would make the water poisonous. Just this alone is already, bro, it's the end. Just by that alone. Even if it wouldn't destroy them, radiation would be bad. Just radiation alone would be bad. Fucking dumbass. Have you ever gone to school? I went to school and I learned that when you use a nuclear bomb, it's not just a bomb that goes off. All the radiation, all the nuclear waste goes for miles and miles away, and it poisons everything. Dumbass, retard. I never went to nuclear or radiation classes. I had general classes about everything, and I know this. How don't you know this? Fucking idiot.
Gulf country.
Yeah, they have missiles pointed at all of them. Yeah, they absolutely can. They absolutely can. If we nuke Iran, they're going to destroy the Gulf. No doubt about that.
And then there's this logic as well. If you attack Iran, let's be honest, you really think they wouldn't attack the others? Especially in the most sensible spot there is. You're being very, very stupid if you think they wouldn't do that.
That's why Trump has been extended the ceasefire indefinitely. Trump knows what will happen if he nukes. Deep down, he knows. Still trying to get the nuclear codes, and Kane didn't let him. But deep down, he knows that if he nukes Iran, it's over for our allies and over for too. Tel Aviv will burn.
Not just Israel. I think honestly, I think it's the end of the world. In my opinion, I think it will go to the point where it's going to be the end of the world. Yeah, I really think it's going to get to that point. Because if they do that, the whole world is going to see that America is actually the main enemy. And oh boy, here we go.
If Iran gets hit with a nuke. And what this doesn't understand is
that not just America, also Israel.
Iran has something called second strike capability. What that means is they've designed their entire military infrastructure to be, number one, decentralized. Number two, no matter how many hits they have, they can, or how hard they get hit, they can still launch a secondary attack. This is why they have missile cities all over the country strategically placed for that very reason.
Well, are we being serious? This is crazy. Iran is cooked.
Yeah, using a nuke is crazy. So therefore, they will retaliate and be crazy too. And everything they threatened that they were going to do, they've done. They literally said, if you attack us, we're going to attack both of you as if you guys are one. If you attack us, we are going to destroy the Gulf states military bases. And they have done everything they said they were going to do.
They have basically no weapons left. These guys got absolutely obliterated. They did everything.
No, they produce their own drones in-house, which are cheap to make. They produce all their own ballistic missiles. Everything is domestically made, okay? And they've been rearming and getting equipment from China.
In their power to kill, to blow up.
And not just China, also a little bit from Russia, by the way.
They blew up one building and
they can absolutely blow up
over the course of this entire war.
This guy's said they blew up one building during the whole course of
They destroyed pretty much Tel Aviv almost in its entirety for the amount of fucking missiles they've been hit by.
War? Are you? They've been cooking Tel Aviv and Haifa. The reason why you don't know is because has a huge censorship law in place right now to ensure that the damage isn't shown.
The fact that not a lot of people know this because they don't want people to film, because if you film, you go to jail over there, by the way.
Because it's supposed to be the homeland for the where it makes them feel safe. So from an optics standpoint, they can't show Tel Aviv on fire.
All right, are we being serious? And they're going to be able to cripple the entire world now if we nuke them? If we nuke them, they're gone.
Yeah, they will.
The reason why we're not doing that is because Trump doesn't want to kill a
no, they're not gone. They will still be able to fight back because they're underground. And we can destroy all their underground locations, dude.
Million people.
Where 50 million people live in the region. And these are all our allies, Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, etc. So if we were to nuke Iran, they would destroy the Gulf.
Oh my God, dude. You
100%.
Completely.
100%.
And we're talking
So
about.
if we nuke Iran, Iran would be dead, and that would be
No,
it.
it
And
would
there
not.
would be no more Iran, and there would
No.
be, and that would be it. It would be a wasteland. They would not then decide, yeah, after we got nuked, we're gonna fight back. Yeah, sure you will.
No, they
humanitarian
will 100% fight back. Fucking retard.
yeah, that's literally how their military is designed. It's literally designed to withstand a nuke and be able to attack back. Israel has a nuke and the United States has a nuke, and those are their main enemies. So wouldn't it make sense for them to, because they've spent decades preparing for this energy crisis, it would be very bad. That's why Trump has been very reluctant to bomb the power plants like he says he wants, because he knows that if he bombs those power plants, Iran is going to retaliate by destroying the Gulf. Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, UAE, all these countries rely on us for protection, which we can't protect them right now. All of our bases are destroyed.
Anyway.
And they're
all of our bases are destroyed?
Yes.
Did he just say that? No.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
are. You dead?
Yeah.
And all the other ones are destroyed.
They're
uninhabitable,
destroyed,
according
bro.
to reputable reputable news sources. That's why they had to move all the soldiers out of the area and put them in hotels.
No, he didn't just say that.
Iran, UAE, all these countries rely on us for protection, which we can't protect them right now. All of our bases are destroyed.
Source? I saw an AI propaganda video from Pakistan. I believed it.
And they're going to destroy Tel Aviv.
This
They've been
guy's
trying to
retarded.
destroy Tel Aviv for like the last 47 years.
Bro, this guy is fucking stupid.
This guy is
Number
so
one,
stupid.
Hold on, I got something. What is this?
It's enormous. Like, what? Bro. How you telling me that this is AI?
Interesting. Literally.
How is that AI?
Tel Aviv getting bombed from a couple of days ago. Attack
How-
Lebanon. Naval missile
how is
strike
this
in Tel
AI,
Aviv.
bro?
This was just a couple of days ago, bro.
How is
they're
this AI?
absolutely
This is not
hitting
AI at
Tel
all.
Aviv. What was this guy? Tel Aviv.
They've been AI propaganda video. Source? I saw an AI propaganda.
Which we can't protect them right now. All of our bases are destroyed.
Source? I saw an AI propaganda video from Pakistan. I believed it.
And they're going to destroy Tel Aviv.
They've been trying to destroy Tel Aviv for like the last 47 years. They've been trying to
guys
destroy
stupid.
Tel. That's literally their favorite thing.
No, the first time they attacked was during this 12-day war. Or actually had a real conflict with them. Like a real conflict.
This
and they actually
guy,
started
bro.
shooting real missiles.
Smoky some
We're trying to
big
destroy Tel
ass
Aviv.
dick, bro.
Are we being serious, man?
Fucking
Like,
retard.
Okay, so here we go. Because this guy's he said source. Here we go. As of April 2026, Iranian strikes have heavily damaged or rendered unusable at least a dozen U.S. military base sites in the Gulf region.
Oh, well, who'd have guessed? The Google knows that. Interesting, isn't it? How one Google search can prove what you're saying is right. While you, my friend, you're saying a bunch of bullshit and you're not even showing proof. It just shows how dumb and retarded you are. At least he showing proof right there. It just shows that what he's saying is true. Dumbass.
Including bases in Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
That's why if you end up going to an argument or like a discussion with him, you will 100% lose, my stupid idiot. You're a stupid fucking idiot.
Bahrain, key sites like Al Udeid,
Dumbass.
Prince Sultan, and Fifth Fleet headquarters suffered damage to infrastructure, aircraft, and radar system, forcing personnel into
Kuwait,
hotels.
Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, UAE.
So,
You wanna keep
yeah,
going?
here we go. NBC News 11 hours ago. Iran caused more extensive damage to U.S. military bases than publicly known.
Bro, the fact that even the fucking the fact that even news know now that they caused more damage than it was publicly known. Bro.
I mean, dude, how many receipts have I pulled up now at this point? Are we like at like 50 or 100 at this point? Like I'm just like cooking this guy, bro. Like just absolutely destroying this guy. Like this guy doesn't know what he's talking about at all.
He does
It's
nothing.
actually nuts. And this just came out 11 hours ago because the United States has been doing everything in their power to not show damage and as well.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy for you because you're stupid.
Oh my god.
So if we
Should
nuke
I
them,
keep going at this point? Like, it's been 2 hours and a half. No, I'd say 2 hours 40 if I round that timer. Should I keep going? Like, is the whole stream this?
and you don't know what you're talking about, say goodbye to the entire region for pretty much in the Gulf and
my
say
God.
goodbye to it.
Yeah,
Some
right.
guy-
Yeah, they have been trying to destroy it for the last 47 years. Themselves, they fired missiles at civilians, cluster munitions, everything you can.
That would okay. This I know. This guy's an idiot. They didn't start using cluster munitions until this war.
Yep.
That's how I know this guy.
Like, they never used those type of missiles before the war. Literally. Like, bruh.
Bro.
Only they used missiles in the 12-day war that fucked them up. And then they started using those type of missiles during this war that is going on right now.
They did not use cluster munitions until this war. So what are you talking about? They've been trying to destroy for 47 years. And then you talk about cluster munitions. Incredible, bro. Incredible.
Can think of. They get terrorist organizations like Hezbollah.
The Lumba says, thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. The Lumba, Joey Abdul, Alexander the Great, Hard R, shout out to all you guys, man, with the gift subs. Love you on it.
By the way, all them terrorist groups that exist, Hezbollah and shit like that, they created because of the terrorist organization in Israel that you guys created. If you guys didn't do the dumb shit that you did, those terrorist organization would never be created as well. It's called common sense and logic.
And Hamas and the Houthis.
All those terrorist organizations were created what? Oh, after Israel.
They were created after Israel.
Hezbollah, Houthis, Hamas, they were all created.
They all were created because of you. They all were created because of you.
Everything they can. But after they get nuked, that's when they'll release their Trump card and destroy at last. My God, this is crazy.
My chat just said Trump is about to nuke. He addressed it this morning.
Yeah, sure. No, he's not.
And if he does, he's cooked. He did make a
okay.
tweet saying that they're going to hit the power plants and stuff like that. But if he does that, he changes his mind every 5 minutes. He said that he's going to hit the power plants if they don't do a deal.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, dude, if he goes ahead and he hits the power plants or destroys their bridges, the Gulf is done, dude. The Gulf is done. It's cooked.
It's not cooked.
Dude,
it's cooked.
This guy's
This guy's such a fucking
The Gulf
retard.
doesn't have interceptor missiles anymore. Like, they're pretty much all gone, okay? And again, this guy clearly doesn't know a map, okay? If you pull up Iran, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Oman, dude, you could throw like a pebble and get to these countries, okay? They're using drones. Do you get that, dude? They're using drones and these guys up. And their interceptors are pretty much gone now at this point. And the interceptors cost way...
If they end up destroying Iran, Iran is going to use everything that they have to make sure that the whole Middle East and Israel goes down with. You don't, bro. Why is this guy so stupid? Why doesn't he fucking understand? It makes sense. Like, connect the dots, bro. You just need to do that. Just connect the fucking dots.
More money to make than the drones. The drones cost roughly $10,000 to $20,000 to make. The interceptor missiles cost millions of dollars.
Because Iran, the country with like zero military power, is gonna obliterate all these other countries.
Zero military power, but somehow he's able to withstand the whole month and create a bunch of damage to the whole world. They have zero military power, by the way. Zero, even though they managed to do all this shit that they've done so far. Zero.
Yes. There's a reason why
100%.
Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Oman, none of them dare to attack Iran for that reason, dude. Despite the fact that Iran is bombing them, none of these countries have really retaliated because they know better.
I need to get more into politics, bro.
Yeah, true.
And I'll tell you this too. So the other thing with Trump, right, is that he posts on True Social, and what he does is he does this to like kind of, he's really concerned with the markets. And a barrel of oil right now, let me look, a barrel of Brent crude is sitting at
90 now, something like that.
Because that's like really, anytime the price of oil goes,
It's pretty low. I mean, it's not like low.
Pretty low. $90 is bad. What you want about it's low, dumbass?
Oh, but it's way lower than during Biden for sure.
It's up what to
what?
Okay, so
and what is it? This guy is retarded. Like
a barrel
100%.
of Brent right now sitting at about $92, which is still very high, dude. Anything over, that's not good. This guy is so. Dude, anything over like 80 is really bad. What is he talking about?
It's okay. That's not so high.
Bro.
Yo, like this is so.
This guy's cooked,
there's
bro.
nothing
This
worse
guy's
than
cooked.
people like this, dude. This is like people like
This guy's
this. I would
cooked.
argue are
This
worse
guy's
than
so
people that
cooked.
have no clue, and I'll tell you why. I'd rather talk to someone that has no clue with an open mind than someone that pretends to have a clue. Like this is actually way more frustrating. Like
Bro.
he's so wrong, it's painful. $90 for a barrel of oil is nuts.
So
dude.
it's fucking
very
bad.
within the margin of normal.
$80 is really bad. No, normal is somewhere between 50 to 70. Once you
Yeah,
get into 80, it
it's-
starts to
yeah.
get pretty bad.
When
Being
it
at
gets to
90 is
80, it's
horrible.
bad.
Over 100 is awful. So
My God, it was 130 for 4 years under Biden.
we got to a high of like 140. Nah, I don't believe that. Let me double check that. I don't think
Yeah.
it was not at 130 during Biden. 150 per barrel? Dude,
For like a day.
we're talking about people's gas prices doubling. And when gas prices double, no, it's hit 140 multiple times. Yeah, this guy's a liar. So Brent, right? So the first 3 years of Biden term, approximately $80 per barrel, with the price averaging 86 in 2022, staying elevated for much of that year. This was during keep in mind, this was during the Russia invasion, right? So initial price, when Biden took office, Brent crude was sitting at $53 a barrel. 2022 surge. Following the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Brent crude hit a high of approximately $139 per barrel in 2022.
Yeah.
A high,
And then-
okay? Now, what is the high? Probably gonna be 150. Brent had a high approximately 120 to 121. No, dude, it hit 140. There you go. The data Brent contract, which reflects the immediate physical reported higher levels exceeding 140 in some assessments. So, and keep in mind, this 139 was the absolute highest. We've hit 140 a couple of times, okay? And this war is way shorter, or has been going for less than the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Well, everything else goes up alongside. And then again, the reason why this is unacceptable is because Trump literally campaigned on affordability and no new wars. So even if Biden did say, let's say Biden did have more, it doesn't matter because this goes against what Trump campaigned on. That's the reason why people are pissed off, though. We voted Biden out because of that, and Trump did the same
in America.
So even if Biden did have higher prices, that's irrelevant. Biden didn't campaign on no new wars and keeping affordability low. Trump did. The price of food, price of energy, you know, like the economy suffers. And the thing is that, and again, keep in mind that we hit that high of 140 to 150 on Brent with Trump posting on Truth Social. And they just released, they used the IEA, the emergency, they did a barrel deployment, an emergency energy reserve deployment. They put like 40 million barrels out or some shit like that. That didn't happen under Biden either. We released the most amount of strategic oil ever. True. And the price still is comparable to that of Biden. So Trump's is way worse. That's just short term. So like if we were to actually nuke Iran,
it's just short term. That's a good thing though.
They would destroy all the oil infrastructure.
We get our oil from America because we're drilling. We get 1% of our oil from Hormuz. This is crazy.
That's irrelevant.
It doesn't matter. The fact that everyone in the world needs oil, the price needs to be balanced for everyone. So if the price goes up, it goes up for you too, you fucking idiot. Bro, it's insane how we have no logic at all. Like, bro, you really think, everyone needs this. Yeah, but for us, we don't have that price. What? No. So this is your logic. You're telling me everyone needs this. We're gonna globalize a price balance for everyone in the world, and you're telling me that you're not part of it. How's that? It makes no sense. If there's a fucking price for this and it's $100, it's $100 for everybody. Even if you produce oil on your own, if you produce this on your own country, it's still gonna cost $100. Because why? Everyone needs it. So since it's internationally, since it's global, there's gonna be a reasonable price for everyone, not just for you, dumbass. So even though you produce oil on your own fucking goddamn country, the fact that the whole world needs oil and that there's a global international price meter, or as you can see, the fucking let's go fucking stupidity. This guy's so fucking stupid. The fact that there's a shit like this, so you can see the global price, it's the proof of it. Oh, it went down a little bit. Congrats, but it's still 104, so it's still bad. But as I was saying, bro, there's a global, internationally priced for a reason. It is there for a reason. So it doesn't matter if you produce oil in your fucking own country. Your oil is still going to be bad. It's going to be at this price still. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It's still going to be at this price. Even if you produce it on your own country. The fact that there's laws, there's systems that globally adapts the value of oil so it could be internationally adapted and not be too pricey for everyone. It just shows that you also are gonna get hit by this. Bro, like, it's just common sense.
Easy.
And the gas prices show that.
Like, what are we even doing here, man?
Across the region, and that would put the world in a global panic.
We're not
it would literally
Iran.
We already have the worst energy crisis ever, and things aren't even really.
We do not have the worst energy crisis ever. You are literally streaming in your house with electricity. You have a car that drives.
Bro, this guy's the biggest dumbass I've ever
This
seen.
is the worst energy crisis ever. What
It
are
is.
we being serious, bro?
It is.
So what do you?
Everything is going up. Literally everything that people need to live. Electricity for their home, gas for their home, water for their home, food, gas for their car or bike or whatever. Everything is going up. So it's going to be...
I'm sorry, I totally missed this.
It is going to be a global crisis. Energy
They would
crisis.
destroy all the oil infrastructure.
We get our oil from America because we're drilling. We get 1% of our oil from Hormuz.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, buddy, if that's true, then why have prices doubled? Like, you're just wrong.
Crazy.
Oh,
like,
Jesus
what are we
Christ.
Prices have doubled still.
even doing here, man?
Across the region, and that would put. This is why like so many YouTubers are because like they just don't identify with the.
Yeah,
with
this
the
guy's
common
stupid,
people,
bro.
man. The
This guy's
world's in a
stupid.
global panic.
This guy's
We're not
It would literally
nuking
be.
Iran.
We already have the worst energy crisis ever, and things aren't even really.
We have we do not have.
Yes, it is. Experts, geopolitical experts, everyone agrees that this has been the worst energy crisis since 1973 when the Arab world imposed an embargo on and allied states.
The worst energy crisis ever. You are literally streaming in your house with electricity. You have a car that drives. This is not the worst energy crisis ever.
Bro, mine's so tired of listening to this stupid idiot. Even I'm tired, bro. I get to the point where I don't care about what he says, bro. He's just a dumbass. And the fact that there's people subscribing to this nigga and people watching that video just shows that they're stupid and dumbasses and they want to live in dreams and not the reality. So, you know what? I don't care. at this point.
What are we being serious?
This guy's holy.
He's so
holy.
fucked.
Hey, bro, the world doesn't revolve around you. The world doesn't revolve around me. I have the wherewithal to understand that just because it's not affecting me as harshly doesn't mean it's not affecting other people harshly. Wow.
Yes, bro.
So what do you think's gonna happen then?
As far as like completely, like the my total.
Yeah. So like, so Trump's not gonna nuke them.
This guy lives in a bubble, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm not hungry, so world hunger must not be real.
It makes, yeah, that's literally the analogy, bro. Just because you have food, that doesn't mean there isn't a world hunger. Because there is world hunger. Like, what? I don't have problems with my electricity. Cool, but that doesn't mean that other people don't. Like, other people have that problem. And if there's more people that have that problem, it means we are in an energy crisis. It's called common sense. So dumb, bro. This guy's dumb.
Bro, but this guy's a dumb. He's arguing like a woman. Actually, he was using his own subjective reality to like say this is how the world works. Like this dude is literally like this is how we argue. Most that's okay, bro. It's called generalities. World hunger is a big problem. Well, I'm not hungry. Okay, dude.
No.
If he doesn't nuke them,
He's not gonna nuke them. Yeah. So if he doesn't,
He's not nuking
what do you
them.
think's gonna happen with
He's not
Iraq
gonna
and
nuke
America?
if he does, he's cooked.
Yeah, he's not gonna nuke them.
So to be honest, dude, the U.S. is gonna have to concede on some stuff. If we actually want to have like a diplomatic end to this, where we can like have some semblance of like affordable. Because here's the thing that people don't understand:
He's not
the
even
American
answering
public is
question.
who's gonna suffer from this. When the cost of a barrel of oil hits $100 plus, everyone's gonna feel that because your gas prices go up, and then your food costs go up,
All
and
right.
everything else
And?
goes up alongside it. Energy
And?
price, energy, and everything else. Look at him saying and well,
yeah, you bro, I hate you, bro. I never hated nobody in my life. Now I hate you. It clearly shows that he doesn't give a shit about no one. He only cares about himself. This stupid nigga need to be in prison, bro. People like this, they shouldn't have no influence at all. I'm disappointed, bro, at how far our humanity has come to. I'm so fucking disappointed. You have this amazing fucking potential of being intelligent and actually understand shit, and you're being the complete opposite.
This guy probably is like rich, so for him it doesn't matter. So he's completely lost touch in reality of like how bad this is for the average American. Here's another thing too that no one's talking about. Iran has been making money because guess what? We lifted the sanctions off
Iran is not making money.
Russia.
Oh my
Yeah, they
gosh.
are. They're making money off the Strait of Hormuz, which they were never doing before, and off Iran. So the very country we're fighting a war.
Iran is fucking cooked, bro. We blockaded them. They're losing $500 million a day.
Against that, we've sanctioned into.
Bro,
Like,
this
we
guy,
lifted
bro.
sanctions and people could buy their oil now, so they're making money.
They cannot buy their oil now because they cannot ship their oil anywhere because of our blockade.
Caspian Sea, and ships are still getting through. Okay, dozens of ships have made it through.
Which will happen until
So they're still making money.
there's a deal.
Every one of those vessels gives them $2 million. So ships are still getting through. It might not be all of them like before, but they're absolutely getting ships through. And this has been literally widely reported by many different news agencies, reputable news agencies.
The war was in.
That's a fact. It's like we've completely strengthened our enemies. We've strengthened China. We've strengthened Russia. We've strengthened.
What?
Yes,
Russia
you
gets
did.
most of its weaponry from Iran. Most of
in
its
Iran
most
in
of
this
its
war. Is this guy?
This
no,
guy's stupid.
Russia does not not get its weaponry from Iran at all. What Russia gets is drones. So what happened in the beginning of the war, when Russia first invaded Ukraine and started taking land, and then the Ukrainians were able to fight back, the Russians started getting drones from the Iranians. And what the Russians were able to do is they were able to take the Shahed drones, reverse engineer them, make them domestically, and now they make their own drones. So in the beginning, yes, the Iranians were critical to helping them to get their drones. But the Russians are smart. They reverse engineered it, made it more efficient, and now they domestically produce it. So no, Iran is not giving them weapons. Only in the beginning, but
like
not
Russia
anymore. If anything, the
produces
Russians
everything.
are giving the Iranian weapons and the Chinese.
Yeah, Russia does everything by
disposable
themselves.
weaponry
What?
like the Shahed drones, and because suicide bombing is kind of the suicide drones are like suicide bombing is.
Let's see if this guy's smart. Let's see where he goes with this.
Like they were like,
I just explained to you the Shahed drones and what's going on. Let's see what he says.
we have to talk to the Iranians, And then, yeah, so that weaponry is not going their way anymore because obviously, that's why Ukraine is working with us, ironically, against Iran right now. Ukraine is one of the actual nations that's trying to help us because they understand that a lot of the supply chain, the weaponry that's going to Russia comes from Iran. That's one. And two,
that's not true anymore.
That's
in the
not true.
beginning, it was, but the Russians have pretty much mastered and made their own drone based on the Shahed. Let me get some receipts for you. This guy's.
Yeah, get more receipts, bro.
China has no oil. This is crazy. This is insane. China was strengthened through this. China is literally sucking our toes right now.
All right, once again,
they're doing nothing. They're just giving supplies, military supplies for Iran, and they're getting a bunch of food for cheap. That's a bargain right there. That's literally a bargain right there, you fucking dumbass. How they're not getting stronger just by that?
Is now producing massive quantities of its own drones while initially relying on Iranian imports.
Who'd have guessed? A simple Google search proves that you are fucking wrong, dumbass. Who'd have guessed?
Russia shifted to domestic production in late 2023, specifically at the Al Buga Special Economic Zone. Bro, I can't be stopped.
I think I'm just gonna, bro. At this point, you know what, guys? I had like a whole segment that I have to react to. At this point, I'm just gonna react to this dumbass getting fucking destroyed.
Receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt. I back everything up with facts. This is 3 years late. So now they have their own. It's called the Garan 2, okay? By late 2025, Russia was producing over 5,000 upgrade Garan 2 drones per month. This guy's getting big. We're gonna have to clip this chat. We're gonna have to do side by side.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Now, because they have no oil unless it's coming from us.
The fact that we destroyed a lot of their infrastructure. But I think if we want to have some time amicable end to this, where the world doesn't end, and we're not paying $10.
The world's not gonna end
for a gallon of oil. We need to come up with some kind of diplomatic solution and work with the Iranians and stop letting them dictate our foreign policy because.
Bro sounds like Joe Kent. Another one of these.
Joe Kent, number one, worked in a national terrorism center. Number two, he had a higher clearance than you. Number three, he served this country at the highest level as a special operator. Okay, he was basically a tier 1 operator, working with Delta and the SEALs and everything else. You wouldn't be able to walk a day in his shoes. Okay, he was pretty much the number 2 under Tulsi Gabbard. So I'm gonna take his opinion.
The audacity he has to fucking laugh at that guy. The guy clearly did his job and understanding what's going on behind the scenes. You should be ashamed, bro, in public. You don't you need to be in prison. You need to be ashamed. You can never have the audacity to have the fucking power, to have the influence that you have. You can't, bro. How can this is what I say that YouTube is fucking ruined because they have dumbasses like this that have the biggest influence that they have. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's so sad seeing dumbass people that have this big influence instead of actually having people. They're actually intellectual and actually show people facts, truth, but it's the opposite, unfortunately.
Opinion or his assessment way more seriously than yours. He has a clearance, you don't. So for him to go ahead and resign and write the letter the way that he did when he had a clearance and was intimately involved to some degree in our intelligence community proves that this war is. It actually gives him significantly more credibility, and he served in that region. You're a using an anime avatar. Joe Kent is a highly decorated veteran that served this country at the highest level. You are not the same as him. Shut the fuck up. I don't like using a call to authority, but sometimes it actually makes sense to utilize. And in this case, someone that's been in the region, understands the region, has been in the intelligence world, worked with the CIA, worked with all of our different components of the intel community, oversaw them under Tulsi Gabbard. If he comes out and says, hey, this war is really being fought for, I'm gonna take what he says way more seriously than some using anime avatar, dude. Okay? Joe Ken is a fucking patriot. You can dislike him personally, you can dislike him politically, but one thing you can't take away from him is that the guy got a resume, okay? And obviously this guy doesn't understand that. Our foreign policy. From what I understand, this dude, I think is someone told me this guy's a Canadian because
bro sounds like
Yeah,
Joe
you can-
Kent.
yes,
Another
sure.
Iranians and like stop letting this dictate our foreign policy
Yeah, of
because
course.
bro sounds like Joe Kent. Another one of these.
oh really? Chad, is it time to cook again? I think it's time to cook again.
Cook
Chad.
him again,
Let's
cook
play
him
that one
again,
more
cook him
time
again,
here.
cook him again,
So,
cook him again.
Police are sabotaging a lot of the diplomacy. Like
They're sabotaging the diplomacy. Dog, every time Trump tells these to stop, he stops. His
no, they don't. They
No,
bomb
they
Qatar.
don't.
Wow.
Bro, they were in the middle of a negotiation. In the middle of negotiation. They continue bombing Qatar. And not just that. They said they want a ceasefire in Lebanon. You know what Israel decided to do? Continue bombing Lebanon. And conquering Lebanon. Fucking stupid retard.
We're in the middle of a fucking ceasefire. They're bombing Lebanon now. You have to tell them several times to stop bombing Lebanon, and they're bombing Lebanon once again. Are sabotaging.
Bro sounds like Joe Kent.
A gallon of oil. We need to come up with some kind of diplomatic solution and work with the Iranians and like stop letting this dictate our foreign policy because.
Bro sounds like Joe Kent.
Yeah, me, Joe Kent, Scott Horton, Ryan Dawson. People that like hack.
All the people that have worked in the intelligence in America and they're not working anymore, or they're still working, pretty much all of them are saying that Israel is a problem, or most of them. But
Actually understand Middle Eastern foreign policy. Like we all know that controls our foreign policy. John Mersheimer, like what? Robert Pape, like these guys, like what are you talking? These guys are all far more qualified than you to talk about this topic, that they do run our foreign policy. And since you're gonna say that they don't run our foreign policy and that I sound like Joe Kent, let me go ahead and show you some receipts, buddy.
let's go, more receipts. Who's that? Like every single one of them is fucking Jewish. All of them, bro. Like, bro, you cannot make this up.
The same country.
Best you start being based, or you'll get it every single time, every single crime, every single lie.
He has so many tabs open, bro.
Every single hour, every single day, every single night. Early life. I know it's hard to accept that all the ones you've met lie with every single breath. They want you dead. But you must not be weak. Just open your eyes and see they always exploit the meek. See their vampire teeth. And it can make you cry to learn your life was full of lies and their face was a disguise.
He literally is Googling everyone. And they're probably all Jewish. Probably, bro. All of them.
Thick skin, or we want every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life, every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life.
Bro, he has everything. Yeah, he's ready now. Bro, he's going everyone, bro. Look at that. Yeah, another one. There you go. Make another one. One more.
Let's see here. So let's go back, get that video up. So I had to go ahead and get some. Hold on one sec, chat. Let me get that video back up for 1 second. Where's this? Where'd it go? What's this guy? account again. I accidentally deleted the... Yay.
And another one of these.
Okay. And like, stop letting this dictate our foreign policy because...
Bro sounds like Joe Kent. Another one of these.
Okay, let's go through this. So a clean break memo. What is this, guys? It was basically a policy document that was prepared in 1996 by a group led by Richard Pearl for Benjamin Netanyahu and then Prime Minister of Israel. The report explained a new approach to solving Israel's security problems in the Middle East with an emphasis on the Western values. It has since been criticized for advocating a policy removing Saddam Hussein from power in Iraq and the containment of Syria by engaging in proxy warfare. And if you guys look at all these names, the majority of these people are Jews. Okay, Mayrev Wormser is American neoconservative. David Wormser, another Douglas Feith. Okay, Richard Pearl,
Jew.
Robert Lowenberg,
Jew.
Robert Kagan, the guy that founded the Project for New America. Okay, which these were the ones that were the architects of the Iraq War. Who led that? The PNAC, William Crystal, Robert Kagan, both Zionists. Okay, Paul Wolfowitz, also another Zionist that worked under the Bush administration. All right, John Bolton. Oh, John Bolton wasn't Jew, but the majority of these neocons are Jews. Now, you guys are probably wondering, PNAC, this is interesting. Well, I have something interesting to show you guys as well. Jews, if you type in PNAC 2000, right, and you go in here, Rebuilding America's Defenses, let's see, this was put out in September of 2000. Interesting. Okay, let's do a Control F. Pearl Harbor, right? This is weird. So, further, the process of transformation, even if it brings revolutionary change, is likely to be a long one, absent some catastrophic and catalyzing event like a new Pearl Harbor. What did that lead to? I think I know, man.
It's not my fault that I have to do this.
Yes, so many. Oh, here we go. We're going towards the more deep shit, bro. That's why I love this guy, bro. That's literally why I love Myron. He connects literally fucking everything. And everything makes so much fucking sense after he connects everything. Bro, he's so good. So fucking good. He just shows every proof possible and connects the dots. There we go, here we go. It's time to connect another event that happened. Here we go, here we fucking go, bro. Here we fucking go. Jesus Christ, bro. Holy shit, bro. He's so fucking good to connect the dots when it comes to the problems, bro. He's so fucking good. Look how many fucking official documents he was just put out right there. And right now he's gonna probably connect all the dots. Like, bro. Holy shit, bro. And people say that Israel and the Jews, they're the ones that are right. Bro, clearly you're not. What the fuck?
If I don't steal your land, someone else will. If I don't engage
the Israeli National Detainment Contract. Bro, there's the proof right there. Bro, and it's an official document, bro. It's literally an official document from intelligent groups, bro. It's literally an official document that you can go and search and go read and actually see shit. Bro, you can't make this shit up. You just can't. Bro, like, it is an official fucking document. Official.
If I don't do false
bro, bro, it's just crazy, bro. There was literally a photo made with the faces of the 40 Israelis celebrating after what happened in 9/11. They knew that the 9/11 was going to happen, and as 9/11 happened, they were celebrating. So they had foreign intelligence and knowledge about the event. Bro, he's connecting everything. Holy shit, bro. This is why, bro. This guy, bro. Here we go. And now, oh, bro, we're going to Iraq war as well. Jesus Christ, bro.
So, since the 1990s, we've pretty much been plotting to take over the Middle East, and this document right here, a clean break memo, was the document that kind of put the strategy all out there. And this was a policy paper written by Americans for a foreign leader, and the majority of the writers are American, okay, neocons. And all this led to 9/11, where intelligence operatives were caught dancing and celebrating. This, my friends, is a declassified FBI report from the day that they were captured right after 9/11. Two of them had ties back to intelligence. So let me get this straight. You had 5 in New Jersey watching the towers burning, and they were there before the towers got hit, and they were taking pictures, dancing, and celebrating. And they have ties to intelligence, and they had foreknowledge. Interesting. If these guys were Muslims, they'd be in Guantanamo Bay. But what did they do with these Jews? Oh, you know what they did? They just deported them back to... How do I know that they knew what was going to happen? I'll show you right now. I got receipts on receipts. I'm showing you guys FBI reports. This was them on a talk show.
It's literally the Israeli people that were dancing about what happened were in a show and admitted that they knew what was going to happen and they were celebrating. They literally admitted on live TV. Like, you can't make this up.
After being deported, look at the date, November 2001. These spent only like 2 months in jail.
For another round of questioning. And at that point, we were taken for another round of questioning.
He's talking about when the FBI brought them in for questioning.
This time related to our allegedly being members of Mossad.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is, we are coming from a country that experiences terror daily.
You come from a country that experiences terror daily. Interesting. I don't know why you would say that, but okay.
Why would you say that in the first place?
Document the event.
Oh, your purpose was to document the event.
Wait, you document the event. But how did you know that the event was going to happen in the first place? Interesting, right? It's like they knew before it even happened. Interesting.
But how'd you know what was happening?
The 5 were detained for 10 weeks and finally deported.
And by the way, only 10 weeks, even though they knew about the terrorist attack.
On immigration violations after the FBI.
How much do you guys want to bet if they were Muslims, they would have gotten cooked?
They would have gotten cooked immediately.
They'd be in Guantanamo Bay right now, but since they're
cooked,
they didn't have to. You guys want to hear something else crazy?
Here we go, another one. There we go.
know we run the banks. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. They know we pimp the skanks.
There we go. Josh. Ashcroft. Of course. Not tell me another Jew.
They now hate us even more.
Don't tell me another Jew. But they're all Jews, bro, at this point. All of them.
It's very hard to be a Jew today. Everyone's always got something mean to say. They make fun of my nose every night.
It's incredible how they are part of every fucking tragedy ever. And they still act oblivious and like victims. It's fucking incredible. I'm very disappointed at everyone. Like, if you have this claim saying that you're the chosen population, the chosen ones, why don't you just act like it? You'd be such a better position. But no, you want to be the worst of the worst. What do you expect the people to do? To actually be on your side after doing the work of the work? No, they're gonna retaliate, bro.
I wish all the anti-Semites would just go away. The guy I'm mad at me for the Gaza genocide, but it's not my fault.
Okay, we're gonna skip it. Skip it too much. Is in America attorney who was the second United States Secretary of Homeland Security President. Amazing.
They know we pimp the skanks.
Was born in Jemes of Robert from the school who will be the Congress. Oh, I'm gonna guess another Israel. Another one. Another fucking Zionist. Another one. Like there's so many. How many are there?
Yeah, so anyway, Chertoff at the time, he was the United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey. Interestingly enough, he was running New Jersey. And where did these guys get caught? In New Jersey. Okay, interesting position to have when these guys got caught, don't you think? Also, his mom was heavily involved with the Mossad. They are sabotaging a lot of the diplomacy. Like
it's fucking
I just showed you guys 30 years worth of history of Israel.
Yeah, he showed so much. He pretty much showed everything that happened for the past 30 years. It's fucking insane.
Our foreign policy, get us into wars with proof, and this guy has nothing.
They're sabotaging the diplomacy. Dog, every time Trump tells these to stop, he stops. Didn't want a ceasefire right now. Trump wanted a ceasefire. And it said, yeah, sure, whatever you say, big dog, because that's ultimately the guy who calls the...
Yeah, here's the thing. Just because they obey us once doesn't mean they're obedient. You know, this guy doesn't get it. Like, just because you obey once doesn't mean you're obedient overall.
Shots. Bro, that's crazy.
They do all kinds of all the time. They've stolen nukes from us. They've done all types of stuff. They spy on us. They're still bombing in Lebanon when there was supposed to be a ceasefire.
There was no ceasefire in Lebanon. Like,
Yes, there was.
Yes, there was.
It was literally a part of the 10-point plan that they agreed to. Do I need more proof? You know what? I'm already cooking this, dude. So let me go ahead and show you guys, right? So they had a 10-point plan that Trump agreed to. So what the f? I think I have an account with Wall Street Journal. Hold on, what the? Let me log in real quick. Give me 1 sec. So okay, President Trump in his post on Truth Social said the U.S. had received a 10-point proposal from Iran that was a workable basis to which to negotiate. Interesting. Okay, let's go through that 10-point plan real fast. Okay, here's the 10-point plan. Interesting. Let's see. So termination of all UN Security Council resolutions, termination of all resolutions against Iran, lifting of all secondary sanctions, lifting of all primary sanctions, acceptance of Iran's right to nuclear enrichment, reparations, withdrawal of U.S. combat forces and bases in the region, ending the regional war on all fronts, including against Iran's ally Hezbollah.
In Lebanon.
So let's see.
So it's part of the agreement. So it's part of the ceasefire, huh?
Here, let me get this straight.
It's just crazy.
They're still bombing in Lebanon when there was supposed to be a ceasefire.
There was no ceasefire in Lebanon.
It's part of the agreement right there.
Hey buddy, it's right here. This was a part of their 10-point plan that
it's part of the fucking ceasefire right there.
Trump agreed to. In his own words, said that it's a workable basis to negotiate, okay? And it was literally number 3 in their 10-point plan.
It's right there. It's literally right there. And Trump agreed and admitted in Truth Social post. Like, how many? Do you need more receipts, bro? Like, he's been cooking you for the past 100.
These guys just lie. There was never a ceasefire.
Bro, he's been cooking for 2 hours.
Show the receipts. You're lying.
Fire in Lebanon. Well, now there is. But when the ceasefire started, there was no ceasefire in Lebanon. The ceasefire stopped us from bombing Iran.
No, the U.S. gave a 15-point plan. The Iranians countered with a 10-point plan. Trump said, okay, this 10-point plan is workable. That 10-point plan explicitly stated that the war in Lebanon must stop. It was number 3 on their list, dude, okay? You lost. I'm sorry. Trump himself said that the 10-point plan was workable, and it was explicitly in their 10-point list.
And stopped it from bombing Iran. It had nothing to do with Lebanon. Hezbollah
had everything to do with Lebanon because Hezbollah is a close ally of Iran, because Hezbollah actually fights on the ground, and they them up.
Terrorist organization in Lebanon that's bombing is, and it was.
They're a terrorist organization. Okay, great, man. But how were they created? They were created because of it. Oh, whatever.
Not included.
They're created in 1982 because it invaded Lebanon. Once again, are the ones that create the terrorism that they complain about.
In the ceasefire.
They're f***ing it up.
I'm so uneducated on this topic.
Yeah. Anyway, if you were, you would have.
Well, at least you're humble about it. This guy's uneducated too, but he pretends to know it.
Probably silenced him because, like, that's crazy levels of cope. But anyway, I was.
Once again, I've shown receipts for every single one of my.
You've shown every proof. You shown literally fuck all
points.
Told I needed to react to this. I was called out by name specifically. All right. So yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So here we go. Nuexano or whatever the fuck your name is. Okay. I will happily debate you. I just went through and debunked every single one of your assertions because you don't know what you're talking about. So if you want to go ahead and have a debate, Tectone could go ahead and moderate it, okay? But I think, I'll be honest with you, you're going to get cooked and it's going to be very embarrassing for you. If I were you, I would stick with the anime. But I would be happy to absolutely demolish you and make you look like so go ahead. You accept the challenge, we'll make it happen. Let me know. I think the people would like to see it. You're going to get one of the worst whoopings in debate history.
Probably,
because unlike
yeah.
you, I have receipts to prove everything I'm talking about.
He's proven
There you go.
everything.
Challenge is issued. And honestly, I'll debate any Zionist that has a decent following, okay? Obviously, I'm not a fucking charity organization. I'm not going to go backwards and debate some no-name. I only debate people that are worthy, okay? That have a sizable audience so it actually makes sense. You know, I'm not a commercial to promote these no-name. So yeah, there you go. Challenge is issued. I texted Tectone. He can moderate. We could do timed rounds. We could go with one topic, multiple topics, etc., and go from there. But I don't anticipate that you will want to actually do.
Yeah, that veto was a fucking idiot. Like the biggest idiot I've ever seen. The whole stream was this. It's sad because I don't have more time, unfortunately. When it comes to the harsh truth stream that I do once a week, I only can do like 3 to 4 hours. I cannot do more than that. I cannot give you guys more content, unfortunately. I would love to give you more content. You know that I love to give you guys content. Unfortunately, I can't. So tomorrow we're gonna do 7 Days to Die. We're gonna start at the same schedule as usual, which at 7. So we're gonna do a lot tomorrow. As I said, Dark, we're gonna do a lot. We're gonna go to explore, to define the skyscraper. We're gonna do a good amount of stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Oh, not tomorrow. Later today, because we're already today. Peace.
I'm in LA.